Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Sandhills Global, live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Thursday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break on a pre-show conversation about potential storms coming today.
It feels like it.
It was Idle Chit-Chat before Idle Chit-Chat even began today.
It was on the
What's
chat
going
line.
on?
Well,
Jake says we might get 4-inch hail. The size of a softball.
This from the Weather Service, they do say 2 to 3 inches in diameter, so it could be large.
I never buy that. Do you?
All I know is if it happens, it will wipe out things that at an epic proportion.
I don't believe.
Can't wait for that to happen if that's the case. Oh,
There might
please
be like
don't.
a few rocks like that fall.
Okay, what else is what is the weather report exactly?
This is from the National Weather Service this morning. It said that between 5 and 10 p.m., the Lincoln and Omaha are both in the severe weather alert watch here. So it could be.
Is it a warning or a watch?
Well,
That's a difference.
we don't have a storm warning yet because it's too early in the day. but
What's the worst one?
Warning.
Warning.
There was a text message received. My wife received a text message from a young Gigi, our youngest daughter, that concerned because storm chasers were in town. They've arrived in Lincoln.
Reed Timmer is a well-known storm chaser. He's going to be between Lincoln and Omaha today. And he's called it gorilla hail possibly tonight. Whatever that means, it's called a chance for gorilla hail this evening between Lincoln and Omaha.
It'll kill people. It'll kill. Yes, it will. If you get hit by a 3-inch
Stay
piece
inside.
yes. We're not jacking around here.
God. Okay, this is interesting.
Tornado chance as well. So welcome to spring.
Tornado chance as well.
Yes.
And there are heavy rains with this.
Rain is definitely going to happen. Torrential rain will happen, but
come on.
hail and tornadoes.
We need the
possible
torrential
this
rain
evening.
for the mushrooms.
Are you sure about torrential rain?
At times, yes. If you're in a massive storm watch, it's not going to be just hail the whole time. There'll be rain and hail involved.
Could there just be a gentle rain?
No. So, do severe storms provide gentle rain ever?
No, but
You ever seen a red cell provide just a nice gentle rain?
No, I don't know.
I've never seen the term gorilla hail. That's
I've
Reed Timmer says that. So
I can't
get ready for
believe it.
tonight, everybody. It's gonna be a fun evening of storms. Apparently, in
What
Lincoln.
timing frame?
I'm seeing 5 to 10 p.m. is the
In that
main
range.
the main time frame this evening.
I got a quick question here. Is that vandalism
Where?
across the street?
Or
Or is
it would appear, yes.
it looks like it's vandalism. It appears as if the Hampton Inn has been vandalized.
Bill looks across the street, and I do see
What is it?
on the glass. There's
The word's tagging, right? It's been tagged, spray painted.
it's been spray painted, and that appears to be some
Think
sort
that's
of
vandalism?
It looks like vandalism to me.
The letters. I don't see any like actual pictures though.
No, I'm not convinced that it's vandalism. It might be something the construction guys did.
It could be. Wasn't there yesterday morning. Don't know that.
Well, some of it was the stuff. This is not great radio because people don't have no idea.
But we can
what
watch. We watch the Hamptons. And we are the watchers of it.
We do.
right, but they don't know what we're talking about. There's stuff on the windows. that was
Ellie,
there
are you
yesterday.
awake? She was here earlier. I wonder if she's awake. I don't see her. Is she in there?
No,
No,
she went
she's
to the
not.
bathroom. Maybe
May have. But she does a lot of stuff. She's awful
she's
busy.
all over the place.
In the morning, she does a lot of stuff. We're gonna send her over
Yeah,
for
that's
a
good idea.
recon mission.
Can she? Yeah, she can.
She'll
do
be able
that.
to tell, right?
Yeah.
She'll be able to let us know.
Just ask
Yeah.
somebody.
I think you can tell her.
Ask somebody. Anyway, there's
So-
writing on the windows. at the
Something's
Hampton
going
Inn.
on over there. We're not sure what's happening. We take care of that place
Right now,
from
it's
afar.
disturbing. Today, at this exact
I
moment,
saw it
it's
yesterday.
6:05.
You
That
saw
was
it
there
yeah.
yesterday.
Well,
You saw the
some of it
letters?
was definitely there.
Oh, okay.
yesterday.
I didn't
don't
see
know
that.
if all of it was there yesterday, but yeah, I noticed it yesterday. Those little, those drawings were there for sure. on the window. You saw those yesterday, right?
I did not.
No, I did not.
They were there.
Oh, you
for
mean
sure.
below
Yeah.
the letters?
Yeah, those things that
Okay.
look like they're supposed to be there
Okay.
were there. The question is, was the
The
things
stuff
that,
above them.
yeah, but that could just be construction type lingo of some sort.
We'll never know.
Well, we'll know because Allie's going over
Yeah,
there.
we're
now.
sending
But
her
I don't.
over.
I mean, we'll see if there's anybody there that can handle the question.
I
That's
think
what
I
want.
think she can handle it. I think she can look
Well,
at it
I
and
know
make an
she
assessment.
can, but is there somebody over
Quick question:
there?
Is this supposed to be here? Yes
Yeah.
or no?
Is there
Oh,
somebody
That's all I need.
over there that could answer authoritatively? Or are they just going to give her a blank look and say, "I don't know"?
What are you talking about?
I just want her to tell me. She'll just tell me yes or no. She doesn't ask anybody. She can tell if it's vandalism.
She
She can do it.
Ellie might be.
By the way, people are telling me gorilla hail. Back to that
Yes.
is anything over 2 inches of in diameter.
Didn't know
So
that.
we
That's brand new.
learned something new today that gorilla hail is just really obviously really big hail. No surprise.
No idea that it was coming like this.
Should be great. I took off the cover to my pool last night, so it's gonna be just probably destroy that.
Wait a second. That's probably a good move. You don't want
Maybe, but you know that that's one of the most disgusting smells in the world. If you had a tarp on a pool for like, I don't know, 5-6 months, it smelled like I was in the ocean and there was seaweed just left and right and there's nothing to stop it.
first world problems.
Just
Yeah.
bad smell.
How about that? My pool smelled. Wow. Yeah.
You guys should smell that thing.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's a bad smell. It's terrible.
Are you handling all the maintenance
Oh
yourself?
no. I texted a pool friend yesterday. So I said, hey, number one, should the cover come off? He's like, yeah, probably about a week or two ago. I said, okay,
Yeah.
coming off right now. And then
Well,
there's so many things with the pool. I am completely dumb on this thing. I have no
I'm
idea
just
where to
telling you,
even
when
start.
when you dip your toe
I don't know where to
in
start.
a pool to get one, you dip. That's a big dip. There is a lot going on with a pool. That's not something that like, well, just give me about 10 minutes and I'll get you up to speed. There's a lot.
don't you have a grounds manager over there?
No, I do not. I am the grounds manager.
Get your grounds manager.
No, I do not.
Don't you have a grounds manager with a team of people over there?
No,
You can just put on this?
certainly not. Certainly not.
Pool cover came off. I don't have to worry about that.
It's okay. It smelled like seaweed, so you're fine. You're in a good spot there.
Hey, I think I don't think you want gorilla hail
No,
falling on your cover.
I don't want it anywhere. I don't want it anywhere near
I
my
can't
house.
even imagine
Get
what
that
a
stuff away.
3-inch hail damage would do. I mean, that
never
would
seen it.
destroy stuff.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
I hope it doesn't happen or come
I
true.
wonder if Neiman Roofing is aware.
They're,
this is coming.
I think they're alert today.
Yeah,
I think they're very
They're very
alert.
alert right now. They're probably putting gas in their trucks.
Yep.
They're ready to go.
Roofer jobs will be plenty.
Aplenty. They'll be yes.
Roofer jobs.
And you have to look for scams.
I don't know if we could do it.
Yeah,
Bill.
oh no.
There's about 5 years ago, I thought, you know what? If everything goes bad, I'll just be a roofer. And then I was like, I don't know that I could.
I don't think I could.
What, number one, are you afraid of heights at all or not?
It's not
You're
that.
on a roof all day.
It's not that. It's more.
I'm just telling you, when you see
Well,
some-
that is a big.
It's more the age thing.
yeah, when you see what they can do,
Oh
oh,
God.
it's incredible.
Oh God.
And they mesmerize me like those who cut down tree branches.
Yep.
They're like
Same.
those
Same.
they're tree branch people,
100.
which is just there should be a I would watch that.
100.
I would watch. Whoa, look at that. Whoa. We have a shirt with wooden buttons.
We have not seen.
Dang it! I'm hot.
We have not seen the bowling shirt.
We have
for
not seen this
like
bowling
2
shirt
years,
for
it
quite
feels
some
like.
time.
and
And it's
there
got
it is.
wooden buttons.
It's like it's
on
a
it.
USC shirt.
This
Yes.
was
The-
right from Williams Cleaners too, so it's really
It-
clean.
The USC bowling shirt is here. Fight on.
Yeah.
Fight on.
No, it's this.
Right there.
Clay Helton.
Clay Helton.
going into the tunnel. That's what he did.
That's you with your USC bowling shirt on right now.
It's a great fight song, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a nice song.
Yeah, this one
We haven't seen that. Where's it been? We haven't seen
Williams
that shit.
Cleaners.
Clay Helton,
for,
the best
for 2 years.
No, I mean it was
Yeah.
in my closet in a wrap. You know, it's all in the wrap stuff.
Plastic.
Plastic.
Kind of a cellophane
Yeah.
type of system. Yes.
So I just hadn't worn this one. I like these shirts.
You used to have a blue one, right? Kind of a light blue.
I didn't used to have one. I still have
We haven't seen the light blue shirt. You had what, 3 or 4 of these?
3.
You have not worn the light blue one for a while either.
I did wear it the other day, not here though.
Okay, why not here?
I don't know. The
You
light
try to
blue
avoid
one,
the discussion with us about the shirts.
the light blue one's legit. You can wear
It's
that
a nice
one.
shirt.
Yeah, you can wear that one and people come.
Would you wear it to Ruhlman's?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would. I'd wear the light blue one. I saw a guy.
Would you wear it to Midwest Bank?
I saw a guy at Cashton's graduation.
Cashton!
There it is.
Oh no, it was Carmen. Sorry.
Oh, come on,
Cashton.
Carmen!
What are you doing?
Cashton hasn't graduated.
It's the wrong name.
Cashton has not graduated. Carmen's, and he had the shirt on, and I was like, wow, went with the Super Saver special on graduation day. But anyway, yeah, I like this shirt. I legitimately like them.
It stands out. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I don't know. Does it really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're bowling shirts. I don't think they are.
What would you describe it as?
You look like Charlie Sheen.
I was
on
going to say the same thing.
You look like
I was-
Charlie Sheen on
seriously,
2.5 Men.
Exactly.
That's your look. That's your look
100%.
right there. You have a pair of like khaki shorts.
That
on
is the look. It's Charlie
Yeah.
Sheen and 2.5 Men.
Yeah,
100%.
Make some quips.
You make some quips. You would have been great on that show.
No. Make some just borderline inappropriate quips,
yeah,
or just out and out inappropriate quips.
I think
The show's
out and out
pretty
it
funny.
happens a lot more
Yeah.
than just borderline.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's kind of a funny show.
I watched it last night for a little bit.
No, you did.
Yeah, I did. It was
It's kind of funny.
I just stopped for
Yeah.
like you don't have to get too involved.
No.
You don't have
No.
to watch it. It's not
No.
like well, I don't know what the storyline is, so I got to move
No.
on. Now you can catch about eight minutes of it and be good.
Mhm.
Yeah, right in the middle, and you're just fine.
The interplay between him and his son is usually pretty funny. That kid's kind of funny, smart.
Yes, that's some
smart
stuff.
aleck kid. He's
Yeah.
not.
That's his
He's
nephew.
not-
That's his nephew.
Oh, that's not
Nephew.
his son?
It's his
No,
brother's
nephew.
kid.
Yeah, his brother's kid.
Good call.
Yes.
And that kid is. I say
His name is
he's
Jake in the show, right?
Yeah.
Jake.
Yeah.
I say he's a smart aleck, but he's not unappealing. He's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah, I like him.
Likability.
Yeah, high.
High likability.
High. Like, wow, this is idle chit chat.
Yeah, we're in
Yes,
it right
we
now.
are
aren't we?
deep in idle chit
Yes.
chat right now. Who's it sponsored by?
Newton's Lawn Care, who's going to have a busy day also, I think. I'm
Will
curious.
they?
I'm curious how he handles
How's that work? Bill?
hail. Andrew, chime in. How does hail affect you at all?
Yeah, I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's got a heavy effect.
Are
I
you
don't
worried
know.
about your yard?
Yeah.
You're very yard conscious.
Probably am a little bit.
Does
Yeah,
this
right.
does hail cause problems?
Andrew said
It causes problem everywhere.
Andrew
you don't
said
want
he-
hail.
Andrew said yesterday that he texted me, caught a lot of flack on the text line yesterday to himself like that because I'd mentioned that we had
Oh.
a dandelion situation.
Yes.
that had to be dealt
Oh
with.
no.
And he dealt with it. And he
Okay.
dealt with it. But everybody's like, hey, what are we doing out
Here
there?
they come, though.
Hey, what are we doing out there?
Yeah.
I'm saying right now, the dandelions are dead.
Are they already?
Yeah, already.
Andrew got him.
Got him yesterday.
You got them yesterday?
Let's go,
yesterday.
Or
Andrew.
you
Yeah.
just pull them?
No, got sprayed them.
Newton's Lawn Care does not just pull
No,
dandelion.
they don't. They don't. Anything else idle chit chat for you?
I had just worked yesterday, guys. It was incredibly boring.
Yeah, I called it one time and there's not even a return. I usually
that was in the morning. I mean, you called
usually-
right after the show.
Usually I get a text like, "Hey, I want to call. I want
Bill,
to chat with Sean."
yesterday was not a nightmare. I mean, I wrote an article that hasn't appeared. Did I write 2 articles that haven't?
Mm.
Yeah, I wrote 2 articles yesterday that
Mm.
haven't even appeared. I was working till 8:30 last night. And then I just said, "All right,
Yeah.
that's it." Watched the Miami Heat.
Pounded the Bulls. Yeah,
Sorry,
pounded them.
pretty much. Yeah,
They pounded them.
Yeah.
Heat are tough in the playoffs.
Hero looked good.
He
Bill,
did.
I'm sorry. This is the last thing I'll say. Hero had 38
He
last
did.
night. Tyler Hero looked good last night. Beat the Bulls. That's it. I went to bed. It was boring. Terribly boring day. A lot of writing. There's a lot going on. We can talk about football stuff.
We will in a second.
Yeah, there's the Jack McAllister news, and there's a running back from North Dakota State we're gonna have to discuss.
Before that, last thing in idle chit chat, we do birthday shout outs
Jake
on this
was
show.
not happy with me,
We do
but
birthday shout outs.
Yes.
Today's a special day for me. Scotland's 1 year old today. 1
Scotland's
year
one.
old today.
Special day
Birthday-
for Scotland.
Yeah.
Special day for the family. It's a special
Right.
day. It's her birthday.
Jake gave a shout
One-
out to himself.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Yes.
Special
Give
day
me
for
praise.
Yeah,
to Scotland.
Happy birthday to Scotland. 1 year old today.
God, she's adorable.
It happened quickly.
Now what? What happens today?
The party's Saturday. There's
Okay.
there's really not much fanfare.
Will Seth
today.
be there?
Not much fanfare.
Today's a pretty tame day. Saturday's the party. Seth will not be there. I think he's busy this weekend.
But you guys have a mega party on Saturday.
Yeah, no crazy decorate. You see all these different like decorations.
Are you
No, we're
bringing a
not doing
pony?
that.
Will there be a pony?
No pony.
I'd love to see a pony there.
What kind of pony?
They bring ponies. They do. They show up with pony. They do. They give you a ride.
A real pony.
A real pony. Yes, a real pony.
You can ride it around the pool.
I assure you, there'll be no pony on the premises at all.
They can help pick up all the broken glass from the hail.
No,
please God, no, the pony will step on
don't
the glass.
put that to ether right now.
Have the family over. They can start picking up and start working on them. Get them up on the roof.
Come on over, guys.
It's going to be a pony.
It's cleanup day at the house.
What about like a chimpanzee?
That's even worse. Rip people's faces off.
But it is a big party on Saturday.
Yes. So today, no party. Party Saturday.
Happy birthday to Scotland.
Thank you. 1-year-old.
Yeah. It's a special day for me. It's Scotland's birthday.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297. New customers get 20% off a 2025 fertilizer program. Just text the ticket to 402-440-6297 and get a free quote within 24 hours from Newton's Lawn Care. Yes, some updates in the transfer portal.
Hold on here.
It does appear nationally that Nico is going to UCLA. Tennessee.
I don't know. I was listening this morning.
Are you saying it's not for sure?
That is not for sure.
Okay. That's been the hot rumor since the afternoon.
You did not misreport at all.
Okay.
Because what happened was it came out yesterday afternoon like it was done. Then I just kept looking. There was nothing being done. And this morning I listened to a national show driving in just to hear about it. And they weren't also claiming that it was done.
Okay.
It's a bizarre story.
It is.
You got to remember on signing day last year, Nico's brother was committed to UCLA forever, and then he doesn't sign with them on signing day. Makes it change. And so there's a lot of interesting things there. And I just wonder, with everything going on, like it's like the longer it goes, than not being completely dialed in and released, I think there's still a chance maybe it doesn't happen. But I thought it was completely done, and that is not being reported right now.
No, it's not. What's it say here?
But right now, it's like the only option you hear.
Right. Oh, everyone else.
If I'm UCLA, I'm loving this. If I'm UCLA, I'm loving it. I'm going like, hey, you don't have a lot of other options.
And I'm not paying you $4 million either. I don't have to. Nobody else wants you.
We'll pay you less than what you were getting at Tennessee also.
Oh, along those lines, this is what I was going to bring up along the lines of Nico. Now, I fell in line with Urban on this. I think me and Bill butted heads a little bit.
I got audio for this. You want that?
Yeah.
Hang on.
You hear what he said.
Yep.
This was regarding Heupel and Tennessee next year.
Okay. Urban Meyer was the triple option podcast he went on.
Yeah.
Here's Urban Meyer.
Yeah, you're right.
On Tennessee post Nico's leaving.
Here's the reality is Tennessee is screwed. They got a problem. You lose a potential high draft pick. You have the backup quarterback left last year, and now you have a redshirt freshman that threw 9 passes and a freshman. You have zero experience, and the portal opens as we speak. They are going to have to go get one. So I don't know what the answer is. There are some interesting answers out there, but it happened. And think about this. He threw for 200 yards in 8 games or less. 200 yards. He had one 300-yard game, and he threw for 4 yards against Ohio State in the playoffs. So he had a good year, first year starting quarterback. But I, as a guy that's been involved almost 40 years in this game, I can't believe this happened.
What about? You got the second part of that?
No, I don't.
Okay, he's saying everybody. This is what he said that I was more interested in. Everybody's saying, "Nice job, Tennessee, making a stand." He said, "I've got a little comment on that. Tennessee plays Florida usually every year in October. Can you imagine that game's going the other way and Coach Heupel grabs the microphone and stands on the 50-yard line and says, 'It's okay. I made a stand way back when.'" He said that's not going to fly. That's what I come from. People, he's got to find an answer. They're not going to say, "Hey, Coach, good job. You handled this well." And they can do that off season, but once September hits, no.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's right.
Coach Heupel is a
Heupel, one of the two.
Heupel. Now you like to throw this one on me. This is a very Steve Sipple-ish type moment where he says like that. Me and Bill butted head. We did not. I was just talking about how incredibly impressed I was with. Yeah. I never once said that. Well, no, they won't care. I'm like, oh no, they'll I'm not care. No, he'll
Okay,
still be,
I misinterpreted you then.
No, he'll still be on. They'll still be on the hook, but not the same. Not there'll be a little twinge of difference. There'll be a little grace, but not to the point like going, it's cool.
Yeah,
No. But there'll be a little bit of grace. But you have to think about this.
God, I've seen it.
I want you to think about this one. What he did was a way to almost not. I mean, the word save is too big, but to really affect college football. Can you imagine? He does the holdout. He doesn't show up to practice. Does all this, and then Tennessee comes back with the number.
Ooh.
And then everyone else in the entire country is like, hang on a second here. I'm going in the portal.
He did a good thing for the world.
And there's a lot of people out there that I guarantee you there was families that just said, hey, just take a step back and be glad with where you're at. God. Because all of a sudden that this can all change. But they are. I mean, they don't have anybody on their roster, and whoever they bring in hasn't been in their system. It's just like wherever Nico goes. Right. It's a whole new system he's going into. And then there was comments on, well, it wasn't the problem wasn't with Tennessee, and it wasn't about money. It was about the offense. Did you read that one?
No, I haven't read that.
He said that one that was one of the terms. It was about the offense. Didn't like the offense. I'm like, that's not true.
Come on, man.
That's not true at all.
Come on, man.
That's not true at all.
So they're trying to do some damage control.
Yeah,
Absolutely. 100%
they are. Yeah, it was the offense. That's what I was because right now, because the one thing that's set in stone that's rock solid is UCLA's offense. Okay. First, they have a new coordinator. They were 5-7 last year, and it's like, what are you talking about?
So where else would he go? And what else are you hearing?
All you hear is UCLA. I mean, Tulane says they're out. I mean, obviously UNC's out. They're going with the different transfer.
Okay.
Gio Lopez, that's his name.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on.
But every other school that had rumored interest in Nico is basically at this point bowed out. So UCLA is the only team I have heard that still is talking to or interested in him. Now that can change still, but the portal goes to the 26th or 25th, excuse me. So we'll see in the next 8 days if anything changes in terms of. But he went in with a no contact tag to the portal. If that means anything at all, but
yeah, that means nothing.
Okay,
really.
Because UCLA is gauging quarterback options, is what it says. Yeah, there's nothing that is saying that he's going there.
It's in the afternoon though. It was done. So I kept waiting for it to be. Then all of a sudden it kept going backwards a little bit, and there was. That's
because Colin Cowherd put it out there, and
that's it.
He was breaking news. Yeah. People said Colin's breaking it, and it wasn't true yet. I mean, it could happen, but it wasn't. It's not officially done yet for Nico to UCLA, but maybe soon. We'll see.
Nico. Can you imagine going from making 2-point whatever, starting quarterback at Tennessee in the playoffs, playing in front of 100,000 people, and playing in front of 24,000 in the Rose Bowl?
That's what's
playing in the Big Ten, and you're on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be.
I mean, but once you say right now, that's what he better hope that happens.
Yeah. That right now it appears if like pray that this happens.
Yeah, because then what? Yeah. If it's not that,
and then also like that when you have zero leverage, he has no leverage right now. So UCLA is probably like, we can do $1 million. No, we need more than that. No, we're good. We'll stick right here.
You'll get $1 million.
Yeah, maybe you don't even need to pay money.
That. Yeah, no idea.
No leverage. God. Well, he has a little leverage in that he's pretty good, right? He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player. Yeah, he's a pretty good player.
He's pretty good.
You know, if you looked at that class, you know, there's it's not incredible. And there's 4 or 5 on there that, you know, like I think the number 2 quarterback or 3 quarterbacks now at UTEP. So it's not like they were 5 stars and didn't end up in so it doesn't always work out. Some it does.
No.
So we'll keep following the Nico situation, but no official news yet. UCLA the rumor, but nothing for sure there. For Nebraska though, there were 2 entries in the portal yesterday. The new punter, Jack McAllister in the portal, as well as Alex Bullock, wide receiver. I think this came as a surprise, right, for McAllister's tip. Am I wrong on that or not?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Bullock, I'll get to McAllister in a second. Bullock hadn't practiced with the team since the bowl game, so I don't know why that was. I don't get it. There's just some things I don't understand. I guess he went in the portal. That's
probably
what
have to officially do the paperwork type of thing. So,
but he hasn't been with the team since the bowl game. Anyway, McAllister's simple. Sean reported this, Callahan, that they're going to rugby style. So when they recruited him, Ed Foley was the special teams coordinator, right?
I recall.
Yeah, and he recruited McAllister Nebraska changed in January to Mike Eckler. Eckler is going to a rugby style. This kid left Washington in part because the Huskies were planned to go to a rugby style. I don't know what they're doing now. But so now Eckler is going. I think we'll find out soon that Nebraska's recruiting a rugby style punter. And Eckler did use rugby style at Tennessee. I think he had a punter at Tennessee that could do both left, right, and punt conventionally.
Yeah. I've seen the ones left, right. Usually they're not as conventional, but I've seen the left and right.
You know more than I would.
It's interesting to see how there's been one time in my career I've had someone that could go left and right with the rugby. So it's an interesting concept. Yeah.
So that's what that is. Now wouldn't you say this is a good example of it's a good portal. It's where the portal's good. I mean, the kid's kind of got screwed around a little bit. He's not a rugby style punter, and these coaches want him to be a rugby style punter. He can't be a rugby style punter. He's got to find a place where they don't have rugby style. It's not his fault they brought in a new coordinator.
Right.
He is recruited by another one. So I feel kind of bad for the kid. They changed scheme essentially, right?
Yeah, it is. In general, like Brian Buschini could do that, and so
he rugby style.
He had some. We called it rodeo, and he was very good at it. And so he had the option. So he could do conventional and that. So if he was still here, he would be able to fit into that phase of things.
And refresh me. You can help with this. Has Nebraska? How much rugby style have they done over the years?
I don't know what they did last year. I know that when I was at Nebraska with Brian, we probably had 10 or 12 during the season. It's a nice little. It was just a change up. That's all it was. It was just a change up for him.
It's got to be more than a change up.
Yeah,
now.
be more of a different.
Yeah, it's got to be more of a change up now. So that explains that. Oh yeah, when it happened, I'm like, huh.
Well, it's interesting because I had some people reach out to me and say, "Oh, this would be," because obviously when I was coaching here, Sam Cook was my punter.
Yeah, that was pretty good player there.
Pretty good player.
Pretty
Super Bowl
solid.
champion. Unbelievable. Like in the league, 13 years?
Not bad.
But his son is here. Now, I don't know if his
Camden.
I don't know if his son is rugby, if he trained in that. So they were asking me, this is the first I heard about the rugby, because right away what I felt was when someone told me what happened, I said, that's pretty obvious. He got beat out or not. He wasn't going to be however you cut it, he wasn't going to be the punter next year.
No.
That's why he left. Whether it be beat out, which obviously,
it wasn't that. He didn't get beat out by Camden Cook.
Yeah, no, but my point is he wasn't going to be the punter, which led to maybe, well, who's the next person?
Right.
Well, Camden Cook. Well, now when you tell me it's rugby, that I don't know.
I don't know
if he has that skill set or not. He probably has the skill set. Don't know how Sam, trained him with the different techniques, but I know that Camden's a very good punter.
I want to be clear. I don't know if Camden Cook can rugby style or not. I don't know.
No, I don't know that either.
I just know they brought in a new coordinator who's changing the scheme, and according to Sean's story, he's going to be looking for a rugby punter, and I think has one. We'll see on that one. Right.
Is this becoming a more popular thing, rugby style punting? What percentage do you think of punters in college football do rugby style? I mean, it's hard to put
the percentage would be. Probably in the 30, maybe 35. Okay. It's a lot of it's more change up, but as I said, it's a great tool. It's a great weapon to be able to have. The team that I like to watch, and they did that last year at Tennessee.
They did doing
that last
year.
They
100% did.
And when I was watching them, not watching them, the team that would stand out the most, which was the most unique rugby, was Rutgers.
Wow.
I believe he went right and left, and they had bizarre formations. And then then people would force, really fast to get the ball out. But the punter was so gifted, he could just kind of make you miss and get the ball off. And then you don't give up many return yards in that area because of that. Now, sometimes the net's not as good because it's hard to drive some balls down the field.
Right.
And there's sometimes a setback to it, but it's always to defend. It's difficult. And then, like I said right away, I'm like, I had it in my bag to use, and so it was a cool little change up to be able to move the pocket and have something different to be able to get away. And if you can go left or right on overload situations, you can do some change ups with this. Is
this mainly okay? Listen, I'm not the expert here. You are. Is this Aussies mainly that do it?
Mainly, yeah. That's kind of is.
Bam.
Get the smile.
Because they play what?
Rugby.
There you
They
go.
play the game.
Yeah, they play the game.
You're looking for Aussie punters. All right.
Well, beyond that was the only news for Nebraska yesterday was
yeah, that was.
I guess confirmation that Alex Bullock is no longer with the program, is transferring out, and Jack McAllister, the new punter, that's the news, is in the portal. Nothing else in terms of people coming in or people going out as of yesterday.
I think we'll find out one more today for sure, or in the next couple days, next few, whatever.
So you've got a name in your head.
Yeah, but it's nothing. It's not a big. It's not. I shouldn't have brought it up. It's not anything that's going to rock the world.
The portal is going to be like a minimal needle mover,
except for one possibility.
Yeah,
except for one possibility. There's a big one that went in, and his name is Sharmore Brown. He was the FCA. He won the Jerry Rice Award. He's a running back. He won the Jerry Rice Award as the top freshman in the FCS. He ran for 1,181 yards at North Dakota State. Now, I don't know.
Charmar Brown, right?
Charmar Brown.
Charmar
he goes
Brown,
by Marty Brown.
Okay.
Charmar
Marty.
Brown. Yeah, Charmar. And I don't. Already, I know Miami was on him. Indiana was on him. Now, will Nebraska get on him? I don't know.
He's from Nebraska.
He is from Creighton Prep. I don't know what Nebraska will do. If I were Nebraska, I'd be on the phone with him all day long.
I agree.
I would.
Yes.
Because at the minimum, he'd be number 2. And now Farley's giving me the stink eye. He can play. And I think he'd press for number 1. All right. Yeah. I think he pressed for number 1.
I'm not going to push back. I've not seen him play.
I've seen him play, and I've heard coaches talking yesterday.
I guess I would have seen him play because I watched him play, but I wasn't ever like, okay, I'm watching this game to watch the running back.
No, he wasn't
that wasn't the case with it. I would say this: the one thing, if you're him, you want to go someplace where it's very clear that there is a chance to be the number 1. You don't leave
to be number 2.
22 carries at that, and just won a national championship, and then and I know you're going to get some money. I understand that, but you don't leave that to all of a sudden be like, hey, where are we at? All of a sudden you're number 2 or number 3, and you're at 6, 4 carries a game.
I wonder if can he find a I don't know what Indiana has.
Yeah.
I have no idea what Miami has. But wow.
No, again, if you don't see all his film as good or bad, you see just the good film on the highlights. He looked like a bowling ball to me.
He can play.
He was hammering guys in FCS.
Yeah.
In the highlights again. You don't see the bad plays, but the highlights he was hammering guys yesterday.
Yeah, I mean he's accomplished 1,181 yards. They hadn't had a 1,000-yard rusher in 7 years. I mean he's good. He can play. But Bill, okay. You're right. Would he come here to be number 2? And would he beat out Quentin Ives? I don't know. I don't want to just say. I don't want to say for certain. I don't want to be disrespectful to Quentin Ives, but he would be a threat to Quentin Ives. Come on. I mean, he ran
anytime the guy comes in, he's going to be a threat to everybody in the room.
Quentin said, 6 carries just hit?
6 carries for 7 yards.
This guy had 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah. So,
it's a threat.
Would Quentin Ives go to North Dakota State and run for 1,000? He might.
We don't know.
We don't know. This kid did it. And now he's in the portal. I'd watch him. I don't know what Nebraska will do. And I honestly don't know. I haven't heard. I would just think.
But you think
Tim Yonk coached him in high school. Is it Yonk? It's Yonk, right?
Tim Yonk, yes.
Tim Yonk coached him in high school. I always want to call him Jonk. Yeah. He's from Schuyler. We grew up. I mean, he'd come into parties.
He'd show up over. Yeah.
He'd show up at parties, and it was like, "What are you doing in town here?" Yeah. All right, this is Columbus. Yeah. You're from Schuyler.
Get back to where you're from.
Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. There's some turf war.
You tell him that right now.
Yeah.
You let him know that.
Well, I was not the one who had let him know.
Oh yeah.
It was Tim Yonk.
Yeah.
It was a big dude.
Yeah.
So I think it's just something that's definitely worth watching. That was the most interesting thing.
And if you were in charge, you'd say on the phone all day.
100 right now.
Get him here.
See if the number's manageable. If that's got to work too. His numbers got to match up with yours. right? And if it's anywhere close, why not? And it doesn't have to be uncomfortable. I mean, Matt Rule says all the time, I'm bringing in guys. And if guys in a room are scared of the competition, then they probably don't belong there. If it's, well, if we bring him in, you might lose somebody. I don't know that you can worry about that.
No, you don't worry about that at all. That's all you care about. Just bring in players. That's it.
God bless
the players know too. You would tell them that, hey, I'm trying to replace you, just so you know, letting you know that. So if you don't want to get replaced, be better. That's it. They're just and some guys, guess what? They don't care who you bring in because they're like, I don't care who you bring in. It'd be awesome to have a cool backup. Thank you. And so you don't belong in the room if that's your mindset. Be like, so some people should be going like, oh man, I'd be the first running back trying to get him here. Be like, hey, we need you here because I'm the starter, and then I'll help you. That's the way it works.
God bless you.
Just obtain talent.
Bless you.
Obtain talent.
Yeah, because I got a little pushback yesterday. Except he might lose somebody. Really?
Yeah.
This is what we're going to worry about.
Yeah.
You got. Well, good luck beating Ohio State.
You're bringing in this guy. It's okay if you lose somebody, probably.
Right. Well, yeah, and I'm not saying they would, but to use the argument, Sip, you can't bring him in because you might lose somebody. No, you can't worry about it.
There's zero argument there.
Wow.
Let's bring in players.
Sorry about the Urban Meyer thing. I didn't.
No, I bet.
You like pulled a Sipple.
Yeah,
you did. That happened again.
You kind of pulled a Sipple. Bill's going to push back on this. I'm like, no, I don't push back. That they're in trouble, and and you don't get much grace. He will get a little bit more grace on this.
I think he will get
a little bit of. They're going to be like, you know what?
I do think he will.
Also, if they get a transfer in and they start to take off a little bit and play. I mean, right now the world is behind Tennessee.
Okay, can they get a transfer in, and can you get him going in time? Depends who he is.
If they get the right guy, potentially, because you remember, like I think Urban went over his numbers. It was 200. We had 1 300-yard game, and then if you pick out the bag clips on anybody, so we used to call that a kill tape. Would be like, hey, make a kill tape on this guy real quick, and it's pretty easy to do.
Wow.
And then
see, we're learning right now. Make a kill tape on this kid, please.
And there would also be I didn't ever have a kill tape, but there'd be somebody that was that a kill tape? Because that looked terrible. And then you have, but at LSU, which was a big thing for you'd have Ed Ogeron and be like, hey, do 10 for 10, 10 and 10. So you do 10 best plays, 10 worst plays, and you sit down with the player and you watch him. So hey, these are the issues. When you take his worst plays, there's like 100 of guys running wide open that he missed. I mean, it was on the internet. I watched it. It's just like balls are just zinging into the stands and stuff. It was like,
oh no.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like, oh wow. And there's some plays. Then you watch him in his out of high school 7-on-7 stuff. It was like, oh wow,
good.
Oh, it was good. It was good. It was impressive.
He can run it a little bit. That's what
he can run it quite a bit.
Yeah.
When we come back, I want to address a couple texts coming into the show.
Okay.
Yeah. That text line text I want to address when we come back.
Okay. It's about Clay Helton.
Early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. The Husker games are coming soon. Do you know your tailgate meal for before and after the events? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate something for all Nebraskans made in Nebraska. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you tailgate without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No party or tailgate is complete without it.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Busch Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Busch Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at Buick, B-O-E-C-K, farmoutfitters.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
League One Volleyball just wrapped up its first season in Omaha. The team returned home as league runners-up thanks to Olympic medalists and former Huskers Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes. Stay on the lookout for more action from more former Huskers, including Lexi Rodriguez, Lauren Stiffrins, and Maddie Kubik-Banks in year 2. You can renew your season tickets or secure your seats for the first time by visiting LOVBOMA.com. Don't miss your chance to watch even more Olympians, national champions, and former Huskers take the court for Love Volleyball Omaha in 2025. Volleyball is the next major league.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual pricing model. We've still got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break. Jake, you're a freaking nutcase. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you are one of the lucky people that got reservations at Ruhlman Steakhouse, look forward to Easter Sunday coming up. The brunch will be fantastic. Phil will have a wonderful spread there. I saw prime rib on the menu.
Rib.
Yeah. The menu is going to be incredible. They have Mother's Day, of course, coming up too. But if you can't wait that long, then stop by for lunch or dinner. They got wonderful steak.
What about
options.
today, Jake?
If you go today,
yeah, you go both. I mean,
You could get walleye, you could get Chilean sea bass, get a variety of steak options, wonderful sides.
Is it risotto?
Risotto is available.
Is there dry aged meats there?
There are definitely dry aged
There's a cooler of dry aged meats. I know right where it's at. Yes, I can identify right now. We got numerous texts last night that I forwarded on to Jake Sorensen
and
from
Phil.
Breakers and Phil, the Breakers that were at Ruhlman's.
Group chat.
I get a group chat going. And one of my buddies sent in a group chat. Travis sent in, goes, the ladder's incredible in the bar.
It does look good.
And then I got another group.
Does the ladder look good?
It does look good.
And then a photo of the empty skillet, of the cookie skillet, the empty.
Who took that?
What's that? I don't know if we can name names on
Okay,
that.
don't.
So we're gonna hold off.
Unnamed person.
Yeah, but anyway, but
it's not necessary.
But was very, very excited about there. And so,
So you had friends there.
Yeah, I had friends there.
Nice.
Two different groups text me from Ruhlman's
Nice.
last night.
God.
So we tied it in with Phil.
It's time to get back there. All right, you want to address the Hampton?
Yeah, the situation across by the Ruhlman's Steakhouse, Ashton Highway 6. Go ahead, Bill.
We did some research with Farley was here, Hall of Fame, Terrell Farley, and he identified that 100% it's vandalism.
Can't see it.
The Hampton Inn has been vandalized.
I guess it is.
It's been tagged. It's been
Tagged.
spray
Called it
painted.
tagged. Yep.
Yes.
That's the word?
That's the word. And that's the word we used
That was
earlier.
his description. Tagged.
Yes.
And I kind of pushed
back. You thought it was the construction guys signaling somebody how to bring a mattress in, which made no sense at all. But yeah, it's clearly. I mean,
right here.
Yeah.
This is the
okay,
door.
I didn't. No, it wasn't that. I did think it potentially was some sort of signal, to somebody, not necessarily mattresses.
If you want to talk about something that you can't wrap your brains around with, this is one of them. What are you guys gonna do tonight? Get some spray paint. I'm gonna go out and go tag some buildings. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it doesn't make. No, I'm with you on that. It doesn't make sense. You guys called it though. It's vandalism. I was not convinced.
The highest level. Farley put out a statement though.
He did. Yeah, what did he say about this place? What did he say about here?
Come over here to the ticket. Try it. Just try it. He said. Well, yeah, we'll find you. Just try it. Just try it.
He said they won't come here because they know that we will find them.
We will find them. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Imagine, right now we have storm chasers coming in. All of a sudden, what's going on today? We're just who are we tracking? Busch and Farley. We're driving around Lincoln looking for spray.
Hey, in case you ever try it, we got cameras to the street, so they'd be pretty stupid on your part. We have cameras on the street.
Okay.
For anyone that's trying to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
But Farley also said, "Don't do. We will find you.
We will find you.
You won't like that result."
Yeah, Farley going after someone is no small thing.
No,
by the
no.
way,
I mean, we did some football drills together the other day. Like that,
Farley still's got it.
Yeah. It would not be not messing around.
Farley,
Terrell Farley
could play.
Somebody says regarding the transfer portal, says lose guys, quote, we lost with you and we can lose without you in the portal.
Well, that's, I guess, yes. What else did you see on the text line?
Well, Corey and Lincoln, brought this. This is a couple years ago. This is the big raging story. I'm not sure if ever coming, close to coming.
Was I here for this?
No, this is before pre-bill.
Okay. Right before you.
Corey says, "Don't bring Joe Burrow in. Adrian might leave." We had a string of bozos calling the show saying that back in the day.
Ooh, ouch!
About hey, you can't take this guy over somebody because this quarterback is going to leave. If
that was a conversation.
That was a huge conversation. That was about anybody else coming in, even Joe Burrow, anybody quarterback. We can't. Adrian will leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
here's to be clear, I don't know that conversation is being had as it pertains to the running back. I don't know that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But just saying that's been a conversation we've had here.
Yeah.
Is that you're so afraid to lose somebody that bring anybody in, they might leave. And that quarterback never got to a bowl game.
There's a distinction to be made though, and we don't make it enough. Sometimes we talk about fan conversation and in-house coach conversation like they're the same. They're not. Right. So I mean that was a fan conversation.
It was.
I don't know I'm talking about the running back situation. I heard that from fans. I hadn't heard anybody inside say that about Marty Brown. I'm just saying, I think they should go after him. If they don't, it's not the end of the world, but I don't know.
I'm kind of bummed he doesn't go by Charmar still. His name's Charmar. Why would you go for Marty if your name is Charmar?
That's a question for him. I don't know.
Charmar's an awesome name.
It's an awesome name.
Sweet
They're
name.
both
yeah,
great
Marty's
names.
great name.
I'm going to say when he made the decision to go from Charmar to Marty, it's pretty cool. I'm with Jake though. The Ridge. I like that.
Charmar.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Charmar.
It's a great name.
I want you to think about that also, about just sometimes how there's, just get the misses. It's just like Charmar played here at Creighton Prep.
Yep.
Didn't have a Division I offer.
Right.
He's a big time running back.
No
He's got his national championship ring. He'll have. How long has he been there? Will he have 2 of them? Just 1, I believe.
Just one.
But my point of it is that all of a sudden he's getting phone calls from Miami and Indiana and all these places,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, so there was however you cut it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to say what it is out loud. It's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
By
a lot of people.
It's a miss. It's probably a bigger miss by Nebraska.
Yes.
Just because he was here.
Yep.
He's in the state.
Now
but it's a miss by Iowa State. It's a miss by Kansas. It's a miss by Kansas State. All those schools are local.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri, they're not very far away.
No, I got you.
Iowa, University of Iowa also did nothing. So it's not like, well, everyone missed.
Is it possible though? I mean, I'm just playing the role of Johnny Cochran here. He is a redshirt freshman. Maybe he just
absolutely
got better as
absolutely.
a freshman.
Absolutely, it's a possibility.
develop.
Because he didn't have anything. No. Now he did have North Dakota State there. North Dakota State's pretty good.
I'd like to hear what Tim Yonk would say.
Yeah.
He'd be very informative on this.
What was what was
Tim
Sean?
Yonk.
What was Sean's take on him out of high school?
Sean,
from 2 years ago.
You recall?
No, I don't recall. I just know. I can't say. I just know that at this point there's talk among the experts, we'll call them, that he would be very viable here. Now I don't know coming out of high school. I don't know. I mean, he did have 1 year at North Dakota State where he didn't play.
Yeah.
Right.
And these things happen now. I mean, I don't think there's anybody that wouldn't say, would you have liked to have had Scadaboo on the team?
Right.
I mean, he was incredible.
It happened.
He was Sac State.
Yep.
So
a lot of people missed him.
Yeah, there's misses all the time.
Right.
There's changes all the time. I mean, I stood there at, recruiting Alex Smith out of Helix High School in San Diego, and all the Pac-12 schools that kind of pat me on the shoulder. Well, that's a nice Mountain West quarterback. I think you can beat Wyoming with him.
Ooh.
You get a chance to beat Air Force, I think. And then he played 16 years in the NFL.
He got better. He
got better. Like that happens. Those things
does.
happen.
I mean, there's a real obvious one at Nebraska. Amir Abdullah. When he came here, he wasn't the guy that he was when he left.
Well, think where he came from.
Right.
Alabama, right?
Right.
Yeah, Alabama. Yep.
So he's in the state of Alabama. So you got Alabama, Auburn right there.
Yeah.
You got you've got Georgia
That's a
right
great
there.
point.
All these schools, they know him. And those coaches would have been pushing him to Alabama. You got to look at him. Auburn, you need to look at him.
Well, and he wasn't even necessarily pegged as a running back.
Yeah.
So
Can you imagine the difference now? That you never know how it would play out, but what's the difference in today's world? He comes here, he's killing it.
Mm-hmm.
You think Auburn and Alabama are not in discussion with him to come back?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
okay, so
right.
Amir Abdullah, are
Absolutely.
you kidding me?
Amir after his sophomore
Yep.
season.
He had a great sophomore year.
Yeah, can you imagine that conversation?
Yes, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's a whole time. He's from our state.
Right.
What are we doing here?
Yep. Well, yeah.
Let's
get him back.
Let's get him back. I thought.
Oh, it would have been.
Please
on.
do not think that I'm saying that he would have left. I know,
but it would have been a conversation.
It would have been a conversation.
There would have been money conversation.
That's the first thing that you look at in the portal is who's playing great from here.
Yep.
Someplace
Bring
else.
him back home.
Who's playing great from here? That's where this one fits in, right?
Absolutely.
Reel him back.
Yeah.
Blessings.
Graffiti, not graffiti, tagged.
It's a
vandalism.
Vandalism at Hampton.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for that. When we come back, Rick Heyman's Song of the Day next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Fleet Feet Lincoln is excited for the upcoming spring season and the warmer temps, and they want you to get outside and be active. Fleet Feet's Fit ID process takes a free 3D image of your feet to help runners and walkers alike find comfortable tennis shoes and inserts that ease pain associated with plantar fasciitis, bunions, and more. Get back on your feet this spring with a trip to Fleet Feet, open 7 days a week at 77th and Pioneers.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Y'all know I love country music, but today I'm serving up something a little closer to heart.
Welcome to Cane's. It's Luke Bryan. What can I get you?
Today I'm raising funds with Raising Cane's and my buddy Todd Graves for the Brett Boyer Foundation, a foundation dedicated to funding congenital heart disease research and uplifting the Down syndrome community. Ain't nothing like great food
And a great cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers.
and the Brett Boyer Foundation.
One love.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Move over, Jake.
I'm moving. Jeez.
Thursdays are reserved for a man with a wider range of music knowledge than Jake could ever dream of.
This is the golden era.
You would hear this on any radio station. You know, it wasn't like it is now.
Okay.
You know, you got country, you got R&B, you got pop, you got rap, you got rock. They didn't have that then. You heard everything.
A man who knows a good song when he hears it, just as much as a good diamond when he sees it.
You get a diamond!
Yes, I do get a diamond. I get a diamond, and that makes me happy.
It's time for Rick Heyman's Song of the Day, sponsored by Sartor Heyman Jewelers, on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket.
Once again, your song of the day from 1996, Time Marches On, Tracy Lawrence, 464-56851 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on Rick Heyman, Sartor Heyman Jewelers, Song of the Day.
Your turn to start first, Bill.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
I will say this: when you talk about lyrics, there's some lyrics in there. There's one thing.
Smoking dope.
Smoking dope, and the daughter's using clear complexion soap.
Yep,
was also used in there.
That was the rhyme, wasn't it?
Daddy, I think it was. Daddy's drinking beer. Listen to the radio. He's also got a girlfriend in another town.
Right.
One of the dads did.
Yeah, one of the dads. Somebody had. Yeah, someone had a girlfriend in their town. There's a lot of storyline with it. It was very instrumental. There was some. Rick will get us, up to speed with that. So the
just violin that kicked in there.
There was some things that was pretty interesting. I didn't know that was Tracy Lawrence. I didn't know that. The song doesn't really catch me a lot. It's like I said, it's intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the words, but I knew some of the words.
Mm-hmm.
But there were some.
Have you heard it before?
Yeah, I've heard it before. Yes, definitely heard it before. Always, I wouldn't even call it background music, and it'd be a song that I would probably not stick with. So
skip.
I'm gonna. Yeah, it's probably a skip. It's gonna go with the 4-4-4-4-4.
Okay, it hit with me a little more. Sure. It didn't initially, but then the art, I would say, is incredible. Art
was good.
I've always thought that it's impressive to me when someone can just take the mundane things of the world and sing about them and make it sound good. Make it sound pleasurable, make it sound like art. And that's what he did. That song's really well put together. And then when the violin kicked in, it got me.
Violin was really good.
Yeah, I liked it. It hit. I would listen. I'm really impressed with Tracy Lawrence right now. It hit. That's some serious art. I go 7.6.
I think
that's a little low, probably 7.8.
We're close. I'm going to go with the 7.9. I like that song. That's a good sound. It's pleasant. I'm not going to skip that. It's not like when I crank up though and turn it up. But it's just a pleasant song.
Yeah, it's pleasant and well put together. Interesting, Rick. Wonder what the theme is. What's the theme?
Oh, it's La Di Da. Of course.
Are we still La Di Da?
Yeah. We just started La Di Da. We got to guess Ellie and Derek's score.
5-2-6-4.
4-2 from Ellie and 2 straight days of no Derek.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a lot of funerals in Wood River.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
Or are we
sleeping in or what?
Are we tanking?
Yeah, is the show tanking?
Well, we are joined now by Rick Heyman. Rick, good morning. La Di Da, round 2. Tracy Lawrence today.
Hey, la-dee-da. Happy birthday, Scotland.
Thank you, Rick. She says thank you.
The kid with the cutest name ever, except for my grandkids, of course.
Number 2.
So, Jake.
Yes.
Where did that year go?
It was fast. Very quick year. Went.
This is the perfect
They say
song.
it goes quickly. It did.
It is a good song for Jake.
It's a good song.
Perfect song. Now, wait till she turns 10. And then 20.
Ooh.
And then 40.
That'll be old.
That's how it goes. And I think everybody can.
Time marches on, doesn't it?
Time marches on. Chronological.
Hey, time is the only thing that's totally undefeated.
That is true.
Let me think about that.
So that's what this song's about. This is the kind of music I listen to in la-di-da. I'm driving around in my car, my truck. This comes on. I just love it. I can't explain it. It's got soul. It's deep. The lyrics are exceptional. This particular song, Tracy Lawrence, it goes through 3 different eras. When Daddy's out in back cooking the burgers, drinking a beer, and listening to Hank Williams on the radio, and the kids are running around. And then the next verse is they all get older. Kids are teenagers, are smoking dope. Mama's, depressed. Bob Dylan is singing Rolling Stone like a Rolling Stone. Earlier, they were listening to Hank Williams. Now they're listening to Bob Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, sister calls herself a sexy grandma. We didn't play that part, but Daddy's in the ground beneath a maple tree, and the angels sing an old Hank Williams song. So time marches on. It's just, the older I get, and incidentally, Coach, I want to congratulate you on that beautiful article about you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Rick. That's so kind of you.
I saw that too.
I missed that. What?
The Lincoln Magazine.
Yes.
Exceptional. What a family.
That's very nice of you, Rick. Thank you.
What an asset you guys are to the community. And believe me, everybody knows it. So
that's very, very kind of you.
And Sip, I watched your show on come out yesterday? Wednesday nights. Is that when you come out?
Wednesday with Sipple?
Husker Online.
Yes, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, actually. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
It's great. That's a great show.
Wednesday
Great
with
show.
Sipple.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.
You really want to learn what's going on. Watch that show. And by the way, you guys are pretty sleepy in there today. I thought I was taking Sominex. That
start yelling here.
My God.
Are we sleepy?
All right, I'll start yelling, Rick. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
La-di-da. La-di-da.
So time is undefeated. Time is undefeated. That means, folks, you got to do it. You got to do it. Whatever it is, you need to do it now. When you get a little bit older and your friends all start having terrible illnesses and things happen and somebody moves and this one and that one and all of a sudden everything's just completely changed, and that's how it is. So if you're going to do something, that's my advice today. My elderly advice is do it.
Okay.
Great advice.
Do it.
Okay.
It's aging gracefully there too.
Just do it. And don't worry about what anybody thinks. Just do it. And you'll learn. You'll learn. You'll probably screw it up a few times. That's okay. Do it again. Just keep doing it. That's how most of these guys make it. These musicians. That's what I love about this.
I love it.
These guys go out there and bust their butts because they want to do it, and they usually fail real bad a lot of times, and then they make it. So anyway, just a great song. Tracy Lawrence is amazing. This particular album, this early mid-'80s, or 90s, 2 times platinum. This record sold 2 times platinum. Here's a guy that most people don't even know about.
No, you don't.
They don't even talk about him. He had more hits than you can believe. This song was #1 on the country charts for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So again, I'm discovering all this music for the first time because I was a rock and roller. So at my advanced age, I'm becoming a country freak. And also la-di-da, Jimmy Buffett, reggae, all this kind of stuff. So, okay. So with that in mind, let's get to the Stump Sippers.
Great.
There is a reference in this song to another song called Kalijah. It's a Hank Williams Jr. song.
Okay.
Was Kalijah a cigar store Indian, a statue in a park, or a real Indian that Hank Jr. knew?
The third one, a real Indian that Hank Jr. knew.
You get a CZ, it was a cigar store Indian.
Wow, that's obscure.
Yes.
That's obscure.
I would have went the same way with that one. Rick has the best questions.
Huge. It was a huge hit. Huge hit. Kalijah. Go look it up. Hank Williams.
Okay.
Jr. Okay.
La-di-da.
Is Tracy Lawrence still touring?
Yes, 100.
You get a diamond. He's out right now with Kid Rock, Nickelback.
He's out with Kid Rock.
And Nickelback.
Kid Rock, Nickelback, Sammy Hagar, and Hank Jr. on tour.
What tour?
What
is that tour?
Rick, repeat that again. Repeat that lineup again.
He is on tour with Kid Rock, Nickelback, Sammy Hagar, and Hank Jr.
Quite the collaboration there.
Tracy, wow.
We have to check that out. How
Where
close
do we
they
find
get.
them? Yes.
How close they get to Lincoln.
What if they get to Sioux Falls?
They're doing these festivals, you know.
Okay.
And then when he goes on his own, he plays mostly casinos. But you can find him.
You can find him. That'd be great. We'll go to a casino, Rick. It's fine.
Go to Warhorse.
Why would you go to Wichita?
Yeah, Wichita.
Final question, country related. Is he or is he not a member of the Grand Ole Opry?
Oh, 100.
Which is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame version.
100.
Or the country version.
He's in.
Let's go, yes.
CZ, he is not.
Oh, what?
Well, that's a shame.
Are you telling me that the Grand Ole Opry is a sham, just like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is?
That I don't know, but all I know is the guy sold about 20 bazillion records. So
he's not in. Shameful.
Crazy.
Well,
thank you, Rick.
Rick, what's happening right now at Sauter Heyman Jewelers?
Hey, if you have not done this, go check out the new video of Chris and Brian, our two master jewelers in our shop downtown, on our Instagram, Facebook. I sent it to you guys on the private line. It's hilarious. Katie, who is our marketing genius that works for us, put this little video together. It's about 15 seconds. It is awesome. You'll love it. They're hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
We also got to mention Lori, Jeff, Jason, and Dennis, some of our other master jewelers. Think about that. We've got 6 master jewelers in one company. We're 120 years old, but we don't look a day over 119. 6 master jewelers.
6.
Most stores you go to, they don't have a single one. We got 6. That's like the greatest coaching staff in the country. We're going to take care of you. Don't mess around. Come to Sauter Heyman. Shop local, and here's why. All of our jewelry is pre-tariff pricing. We've been hearing about these tariffs everywhere on the news. Guess what? We don't wait. We don't sell it and then order another one from China. We have all this in stock. We have not raised our prices. You're going to save, what, 100%? I don't know where the prices are going. The price of gold's going through the roof. We're not repricing everything yet. If you want a deal, now is the time. Check us out at SauterHeyman.com. Go to our social media and follow our social media because Katie and Jordan, daughter Jordan, do phenomenal videos. By the way, Jordan has a podcast. She is also on our social media. My daughter, Jordan. Mm-hmm. It's an hour and a half long. It's fascinating. She does a great job. Okay. Check us out, SauterHeyman.com. Check us out. Check me out on my personal Facebook at Rick Heyman for more interesting things about the incredible Tracy Lawrence.
Cool.
Rick, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Rick Heyman's Song of the Day. Again, Time Marches On by Tracy Lawrence. When we come back, Mike Schaefer not here for hour 2, but we've got Kirk Herbstreit has some thoughts on college football. He's upset. We'll play some audio of that next on an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This is Monster Jam. Big air, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena this Friday and Saturday.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Authentic Mexican food is not always easy to find, but you can find it in Lincoln at Tacos Los Hermanos. Their birria tacos are worth the drive from anywhere in town, but their chicken, chorizo, al pastor, and asada tacos are also worth the trip. You can also try any of those meats in a burrito or quesadilla. You won't find a better toppings bar in the area or better dessert options. If you can't get there, don't worry, they do deliver as well. Stop by Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock Streets in Lincoln.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny and breezy with a high near 87. Tonight, a chance of storms early and partly cloudy and breezy, low near 48. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly cloudy skies and be breezy with a high near 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Bucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And what's going on today with Shin Daddy in Creighton, Bill?
He's honoring great people, and from the stool, I think me and Steve would agree that if this was the case, this would be an honoring of Jake Sorensen.
Oh, no.
That we like that. You know what Jake is? What? He's the salt of the earth. He's the salt of the earth.
Oh, where's this going?
So to honor them, there will be lavish trays of salted meats in the being carried around by hostesses.
I'll be there.
So when you come in, right away, you can get a soda and salted meats. And there'll be bacon, salamis, everything.
You can't turn that down.
It's like a charcuterie board, but just meats.
Just salted meat.
Just
no cheese.
No
Just
cheese. Just no crackers. No grapes. Nothing.
Just beautiful.
Salted meats will be available for you. You know why? It's Jake's the salt of the earth. To honor those great people.
He is the salt of the earth.
He's the salt of the earth.
There's no way you're not going to that today, right?
I mean, would you partake and see if you came
I
in?
get the magic trick in the
carrying
rabbit
around
seal.
a large wooden charcuterie board full of salted meats to honor people that are salt of the earth. Would you partake?
This is a good one. I need some Dasani water, probably.
You need something with it.
Is there some water there?
There'll be water
soda and
there.
water, yeah.
Yeah, there'd be soda and water.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
I would rather have a soda with salted meats.
I would too.
Would you?
I
Yes.
would. I'd want a soda with salted meats. I'd never be like, please give me a water. I don't think that
the
would
sweet
happen.
and salt. The salty
Oh, I see
food,
what
the
you're
sweet
I
drink.
I kind of want a little sweet drink with
No,
it.
this is a good idea. This is
Yeah.
a really interesting idea. Salted meat.
Salted meats from salt of the earth. Yes.
Anybody who knows me well knows how much I like salt. In fact, I had a friend at the Journal Star that called me Old Salt.
Old Salt.
Yeah, because I love salt. I have salt on everything. So yeah, no, this is great. Shindy. And it's honor of Jake.
It's honor of Jake.
Thank you.
Salt of the earth.
Shin Daddy for
The salt of the earth thing took a
There will-
hit today, though, when he complained about taking the top off his pool.
That's how rough it was.
I just said it.
Pure hell.
All I said is what the
Why is it pure hell, Jake? Well, the pool maintenance is a lot. Just think about that, Jake.
I said the stench.
Think about that.
The stench of that top was
Please
disgusting.
text in from the text line. Please let us know.
Your thing took a hit.
Took a hit like that. And also, what else took a hit like that? It's a big day for me. It's Scotland's birthday. I will celebrate.
It's a big day for the family.
I'll be going out with Elizabeth. We'll have a great babysitter for Scotland.
No.
And celebrate this day.
No,
Oh my God,
not true. Not true.
And the best part too is Sip like, I wanted to come up and see the baby. I just didn't know how to go about doing it. Jake's like, Bill was there. Just walked up and knocked on the door. That was it.
He did.
Yeah.
Stop.
He did
Oh my
walk up.
God,
Laura
that's
and Bill both were there.
Yeah.
They
Salt of the earth did take a shot on two folds. Today's my greatest day. Scotland's birthday. And we're going to celebrate it by trying to open up this dumb pool that I got. I'm sure we all have that problem.
Damn
You guys
pool.
have a pool?
No,
we don't.
Actually, I don't have a pool.
I don't have a pool.
I have a kiddie pool.
Yeah.
Seaweed
Stitches used to jump in.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Thank you, Shin Daddy, for the salted meats. I'll be there.
Salted
Sounds
meats.
delightful.
How much fun would it be, though, all of a sudden you're just, like I said, trying to get a cashier's check and you're having some salami? Yeah.
That actually sounds pleasurable.
It does sound pleasurable, doesn't it?
I would say thank you.
There's no rabbits to take home today.
No, there's no rabbit.
No magic tricks you're doing.
You're not getting magic tricks, or you're not getting tased.
Shindy, yeah. It's the one that would really bother me is Shindy coming up and saying, pick a card, any card.
I don't want to. You have to.
I don't want to.
I'm like, Shindy, I just want to do my thing.
But you can after you take a
So you'd
card.
rather have
Tell
that-
the cape off, please.
As he whisked it over his shoulder.
Fancy hat you have on too.
Pick a
Fancy
card.
hat with his wand.
Don't jump in front of me like that either.
And all next thing you know, you think that's worse than having to leave with a rabbit?
That's
required.
bad, too. No,
Required.
just hold out your
I think I'd
hand.
rather pick a card than take the taser to the thigh.
By the way, if you're
Yeah.
expecting Mike Schaefer, he informed us last night that his son Hudson is sick, so he will not be here today. Back next week
You
will be
guys
Mike Schaefer.
You guys immediately jumped him on the Fred thing. I was amazed by this.
Wait, Bill went to the Crown.
You guys went to the Crown card. I hope
I
he
gotta
knew
read.
you were tongue in cheek.
That's all I
read
said.
the text
That's
here.
all I said was.
I was almost going to say we're joking around here.
Yeah, this is friendly for the people. It says Schaefer says I'm out for tomorrow. Hudson's sick. Sip says thanks for the heads up. Bill says so no Crown conversation. Great.
I was like, did you have to go there?
Well, you and Schaefer must see
You
on
have
this.
batted heads on the in the Crown.
Did
Yes.
you have to go there? I was like, his kid's sick. I was almost going to say, Bill's joking. This is kidding. He's kidding around. Schaefer took it well.
Schaefer said, Lincoln is a crown town. Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Schaefer, thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, quick on basketball, it appears Nebraska will have an assistant coach to replace Adam Howard. Pat Monahan from Wyoming. Don't know much about Pat Monahan, but he is going to be, per Robert Washit and other sources, will be the replacement for Adam Howard,
Nice.
who's going to join Will Wade at NC State.
Longtime assistant, defensive minded. That's about what I know of him. That's really all you need to know.
Yes.
Right now.
Just a factoid for
Thank you.
It's facts. Okay. Sip pointed me to this from yesterday. Kirk Herbstreit, of course, Herbie. We all know Herbie.
Yes.
Who is the
Herbie's probably
one of the voices of college
football,
football,
probably
right?
the biggest voice of college football.
Thank you, Bill. Now,
Probably
Jake,
the biggest voice of media. The second right now is Saban.
I think, Jake, you undersold him a little bit. One of the voices, I'd say
Is
Herbie.
he the voice?
I think he's the,
One of the main voices of college
Yeah.
football.
I'm thinking the voice.
Okay.
And that's why I was struck by it. I was just at home yesterday and I had McAfee on.
Pat McAfee,
Thank
ESPN.
And they had Herbstreit on. And Herbstreit, we're going to hear this, went on quite a rant. Now, if I go on that rant, it doesn't mean much. If you do, it means a little more. But if, a guy at O'Rourke's goes on, it doesn't mean that much. But it's Herbstreit. And Herbstreit went on quite a rant about the lack of leadership in college football.
One thing I continue to think about is if the NFL has an issue, Roger Goodell, the owners, the NFLPA, there's a CBA, they work things out, right? They create the CBA and there's grounds of understanding of what the rules and regulations are. Who is that in college football? You tell me. Is it the conference commissioners? Is it the presidents? I know that everybody wants to blame the NCAA. They have zero power. They have no power over the sport. Who's running the sport? Who are we supposed to file these complaints to? Who's supposed to make change? Yeah. I have no idea who that is. So we can sit here and be upset. We can sit here and say this, we need some, everybody says guardrails. Who the hell is going to create? Who's creating the guardrails?
Kirk Herbstreit.
Right. It bothers me. It worries me. I'm frankly worried about it at this point. And Bill, I don't think it worries you quite as much. The spring game thing is where I've started to worry about it more now.
No, I worry about it extremely. I said they're still good when you turn the TV on. There's still good football. That's the upside. There's still good football to watch
for sure,
and the interest level's extremely high. It can turn on you really fast if things aren't done right. And we all agree, 100% with Herbstreit that there's no guidance.
Nope.
Right now, who's like the number one person you would say? It's Sankey. He's in charge of the SEC. He has one job: take care of the SEC.
Yeah.
That's it. That's under his job description.
I could almost argue that he's a problem because of that, because he has his own interests. He doesn't have the interest of Nebraska or the college football in general.
No, but I would say this. I have a hard time thinking that he doesn't have at least something in his mind of what's good for the sport.
I hope so.
But I would think I would guarantee that. But he has one job, and Petiti has one job, because all of a sudden it can't be like, you know what? All of a sudden this other conference kind of there's the power too, and so that's their job. But it's so off the rails, just like you said, because there's no collective bargaining. That's the reason. So everybody's understand. That's the reason the players and the owners bargain together, and they have give and take, and then they settle on it and they sign contracts. And you can't fight that. That is what is agreed upon.
There's all kinds of ramifications that go into that, though. I don't think it'd be pretty hard to do.
Well, yeah, it makes you employees. Also, it changes every year with new coming in.
Yeah.
But if you don't have some sort of, if there's not some sort of, like right now, there is no, again, as much as the situation at Tennessee is appalling, nothing done wrong.
No.
Nothing done wrong. You can.
And it's happening at it's happening.
Yes.
This was very apparent.
Like I said, the running back from Cal,
Jaden Ott,
was announced before the portal opened where he was going. Is there any sort of conversations with any other schools? And that's everywhere, though. That's not Oklahoma.
No,
that's everywhere.
I'm just glad. I'm glad. I guess I find it always valuable when someone like Herbstreit gives voice to it, because I think that's the only way.
He's supposed to defend the game, isn't he, a little bit? And he's supposed to defend college football, and right now he's the one he's questioning it. That is a major voice in the sport. If you're anybody involved, you want him to be on your side, and he's right now confused and not on the side of college football where it's going.
Right, and there will be people who say to me, "Sip, come on, man, the ratings are really good. It's still very popular." Yeah, it is. It's not going to go away. I mean, this is not. If there's a dip in ratings, it's not going to just happen like that. It'll happen over time. I just know anecdotally, there's people in my life who say, "Man, I'm just turned off. I don't want to follow it anymore."
There's so many things that are a turn off. Today, what did we talk about? A running back from North Dakota State that you're extremely excited about.
Charmar Brown.
Just imagine being North Dakota State, because they're Tennessee right now. They're Tennessee right now. All of a sudden, after spring's over, they didn't know he's leaving before spring. They didn't have another running back. They don't have a plan. But now you're on the other side.
Hey, you're kind of excited.
We might be whoa, time out. We might be getting this guy.
It's just so it's frustrating because there's no easy answer, and there's no leadership. I don't even know who you turn
There's
to.
zero leadership. Like you said, the NCAA has zero.
That drives me nuts too, when people say the NCAA, it's the NCAA's. I don't buy it.
I'm with you. I'm 100% agree.
I don't.
They have their flaws, but to say that, no, this is all in the NCAA. No, it's not.
There's a lot of blame to go around. It's lawyers, it's judges now. It's I I don't know. The NCAA dragged its feet for a long time, and they're culpable in that regard. But
yes, they might have been able to stay ahead of this, but at some point in time, if it still went to the Supreme Court like it did and got swatted 9-0, whatever the number was, it still would have happened. Then when I say stay ahead of it, they could have supersized scholarships. They could have done more. They could have always been like, what can we do for the? But they didn't. They held on to it like grim death to amateurism. Is what they did.
I don't know what the answer would have been though. Yeah. So now we're just in this kind of spot that's. And I don't know how it's going to get fixed. That's what I'm worried.
But when you end up with, like you said, I'm sure a couple thousand went in the portal, yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever that was. Just think about it, a couple thousand. A lot of them aren't coming out. I mean, sometimes the headlines are hilarious all the time. I'll click on one. They get me every now and then. Penn State massive hit in portal loss, and I'll look, and it's some guy that played 4 snaps. 4-star
massive loss.
Yeah, it's like no, I'll get hooked by the
headline writers getting you, Bill.
They got me.
They're getting you.
Oh God, they get me all the time. They do. But I just thought Herb Street, the rant got me. I was like, whoa, what's he yelling about? So and I went back and listened.
And I'm hoping, and I'm sure he's doing that with a clear message too. And they keep saying that the only place there is somewhere is through Congress, right? That's where they're trying to get the help.
I guess.
And I mean, well, I know this.
How confident are you that will turn out okay?
Not great. I do know that all the leaders of each conference, the commissioners, were all there last week. We're in Washington, D.C. Now, what all got accomplished and what was done, no idea. Because the number of people that have to agree to all these things that has to happen, it's a lot. But again, how many times in the show did we say 4, 5, 6 months ago that we'd bring up and I'd lead? What do we need? Need a commissioner.
Right.
There's no commissioner. There's nobody that's answering for the good of the sport. And sometimes you have to say, SEC, I know what you have going there, but we're for the good of the sport. This is going to, because you don't get that in the NFL. The AFC, if you're in charge of you don't get special rules. NFC doesn't get special rules.
In his rant, what Herb Street went on to say is nobody has the cojones to step up and lead because they're so worried about lawsuits, about ramifications. Nobody wants to deal with it. Because that's what happens. So I
mean, there's no signs of progress.
I don't know what happened.
There's no signs of right now. That's probably the most interesting. There is 0 signs of progress.
None.
I know there's
there's nothing.
I know we have the House settlement that's going to come up. It's going to do that has some interest to it. But no.
That'll help, right? That'll help a little bit.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, it's just money spent.
Some guardrails.
You can still, and they're going to come up with a version of a clearinghouse.
Right.
So in the NFL, what they do, just so you guys know, if all of a sudden someone, so you can't get enticed through a false. So all of a sudden, Whataburger in Dallas is gonna have someone do a commercial for him for $22 million. It's like you can't do that. That you can't. It's all on a value base. So they come in, and so every year they get every team gets audited on as far as like what did their players do, what's their value, what's their worth, to see if it's all in line. So that's what's going to come about. So the NIL app with the above part, so the part supposedly by the collectives, by like the 1890s, means that everything that they hand out has to be true NIL. That's what they're saying. That's what
the clearinghouse
that the clearinghouse will be. They'll come in and they'll audit. They'll audit. It's okay. Harvard got so much money for doing a something for John Henry Plumbing. And yeah, but that's odd. He got $4 million for doing that. That's a different number probably. And so the point is they're gonna have a way to audit that. Anything over $600 gets audited.
Okay, now the caseload would seem enormous to me.
Be a lot. The big thing they say is there has to be teeth in the punishments if something comes up and they find something. But then again, who's ever doing the auditing, do they have the power of subpoena? Do they have the power?
Well, and do we even know who's handling the clearinghouse?
No. So again, long ways off. This is just
so many questions, no answers.
Yeah, I don't. In the history of the world, nothing's went off the rails this fast. Nothing. All of a sudden, everything just went with the portal and NIL. Nothing's just went just like this to this. It's just like it's like whatever happened. You look back, just go back 10 years ago. Everything was 6 years ago. It was
okay,
almost the same as what it was 50 years ago with little tweaks. I used to always say every year, and I go out spring recruiting, there was a 3.5% change, maybe 2.5 to 3.5. Then all of a sudden, one year there's a 90% change. That was the comment.
I know.
And so everything with that, and then also in Wild West, that no one knew what the rules were, and you've heard of no one getting any sort of violations of like,
No,
oh, you know what?
they haven't.
There's no violations. There's no tampering, and there's tampering.
That talk is
There's
died.
there's pay for play. There's true pay for play, which means it's not NIL. It's just pay for play. No, there's been no penalties for it.
No, I'm baffled by the whole thing. It wasn't that hard to read. We read it on this show. It wasn't going to work. Like it was, but there were people that would just push it down your throat. SIP, they got to be paid. You have to pay them. Well, okay, how are you going to do it? I don't know. How's this going to work? But no, it got forced through at the court, at the court levels. I think that's the main issue. But people clamored for it. Now here we are. And it's, I don't know. And now you have Mr. College Football yelling.
Bashing his own sport.
Bashing his own sport. Not sticking up.
Talk about the NFL protect the shield, right?
Everything
was protecting the shield there in terms of college football, and he's fine with that.
No,
he wants to see the sport get back to being what it's supposed to be.
If someone had that type of a conversation on a show, you would be in Goodell's office the next day.
Yes. Whose office are you going to be in now?
There's no office.
There's no office to go to.
There's no office. There's zero office.
Why? Now, here's the thing. When I looked at those spring game numbers, some of it's like Oklahoma going to the Crimson Combine, but they went from 75,000 people to 12,000 people, 15,000 people. Ohio State going from 80,000 people last year's spring game. Then they win a national title. Then they go to 40,000. I just wonder how much of that is just fatigue with what's going on. Fans just saying, I'm out. They're not going to be out on college football. That's not going to happen. But how much is it some lack of you've lost some enthusiasm for it? I know it's happened because I talk to people all the time. They've just lost some enthusiasm.
The Oklahoma one's interesting. I know it was the Crimson Combine, but they have a brand new quarterback. They have one of the they probably got the best transfer quarterback in the country. And so it's like you think people are like, I kind of want to see this guy, see what's going on here. Thank you for Herbie though for doing that.
Yes.
I say Herbie like I know him. I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you know, maybe more comments like this. But the thing is, who is it? Who's he talking to? You know, who's he talking to?
I used to say like TV executives are running it, and I think to a large extent they are unknown TV executives who we don't know who they are. They run a lot of it, but I don't know who you turn to. That's the point.
When we come back, are we sure that Lincoln is an attractive college town?
God
let us
dang.
know. Discuss that next. An early break in the
Thanks, Jake.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Y'all know I love country music, but today I'm serving up something a little closer to heart.
Welcome to Canes. It's Luke Bryan. What can I get you?
Today I'm raising funds with Raising Canes and my buddy Todd Graves for the Brett Boyer Foundation, a foundation dedicated to funding congenital heart disease research and uplifting the Down syndrome community. Ain't nothing like great food
and a great cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers
and the Brett Boyer Foundation. One love.
Life changes, and sometimes that means changing where you call home. Whether you're downsizing, growing your family, relocating, or facing tough times, you shouldn't navigate it alone. I'm Laura Bonta-Busch with Woods Bros Realty, and I'm here to guide you with all your real estate needs. As wife of football coach Bill Busch, I understand the importance of teamwork and making sure you are supported every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and compassion. If you're looking for a game plan to buy or sell your home, text the word HOME to 402-534-1919. That's HOME to 402-534-1919. 844-1919.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R. Authentic Mexican food is not always easy to find, but you can find it in Lincoln at Tacos Los Hermanos. Their birria tacos are worth the drive from anywhere in town, but their chicken, chorizo, al pastor, and asada tacos are also worth the trip. You can also try any of those meats in a burrito or quesadilla. You won't find a better toppings bar in the area or better dessert options. If you can't get there, don't worry, they do deliver as well. Stop by Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock Streets in Lincoln.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Start your engines, race fans. Race season at Eagle Raceway officially starts this Friday and Saturday. Friday, April 18th and Saturday, April 19th is the Icebreaker Challenge, presented by Stop and Shop and Auto Transmatic at Eagle Raceway. Both days feature Nebraska's best lawn and landscape modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, and A1 Iron stock cars. Friday also features Valentino's Hobby Stocks. Saturday will feature Nebraska Septic Sprint cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved, because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
Is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sandhills global company, they offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. They also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with them today at Currency, the website. GoCurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Parents out there, you have youth right now that are finance majors. You need to get them involved with this immediately. This is one of those things. Put down what you're doing right now.
Okay.
Put down what you're doing right now. As far as if you're making breakfast, whatever like that, stop. Text your kids. Get them on top of this. They're finance majors like that. You want to go to you want to get involved with this. Sandhills. What's the last word? Global. It's global financing. Global financing at the highest level with the PEDS. Are you kidding me? Imagine that sitting down with the PEDS and Carson Schott all of a sudden like that. Right there, you're talking about finance sales. Oh, I'm telling you. And then, do they work 7 days a week, Jake?
Nope, 4.5 days.
4.5.
It's a half day on Friday.
Half day on Friday. How would you like to know every Friday you were off at noon?
God, that'd be nice.
After you just made
you got a tea time booked at 1:00.
Just one day off would be awesome.
Just one day off would be awesome. Imagine having that kind of bankroll because of what you're doing with your financial sales. Then you get a chance to enjoy it. Oh. Actually, some people don't get a chance to enjoy it. That's why
that's living now.
Yeah, that's living. Yeah, that's why they're Sandhills Global.
The website GoCurrency.com/careers. Check that out today. Saw an article yesterday about the best college towns in 2025. Lincoln, Nebraska is not one of the best college towns. Not even close, apparently.
Is it because of the wind?
This is it might as well be, or the potential hail coming.
Gorilla hail and wind might be the thing that's hitting it.
This hit you yesterday.
It did. I saw. This is from a website called Rent Cafe. They did some sort of survey poll of Gen Z people going to college.
Right.
And Bozeman, Montana,
which is
takes the crown of the best college town in the U.S. for the second year in a row. East Lansing, Provo, Ann Arbor, and Stanford are newcomers in the top 10. You've got a couple of Big Ten schools. I mean, it was just East Lansing was 6th, Ann Arbor 9th, Bloomington 11th, West Lafayette 19th in terms of the best college town. And you would ask, what defines best college town per rentcafe.com and Generation Z? There's a couple things: affordability, livability, and education. Tuition and fees, cost of living,
coffee shops,
student to faculty ratio.
Yep, that's big for education. Graduation rate, admission yield, university score. I mean, Lincoln was 119th on the list in terms of best college cities per Rent Cafe of the survey here.
I don't know what to say about that. That just seems ridiculously low. I just think Lincoln is it's an incredibly easy place to live. And I would think that would apply to being a college student here. I don't know. I haven't been a college student for a long time. I had a very good experience.
Lincoln always shows up like in the top 10 places to live, or top 20 of like adults. If you're out of college, it's generally seen as a top 10, 15, 20 city in the country to live in, which is awesome. But apparently for college kids, it's not quite that same way.
According to
this, you got to graduate before.
According
before
to
you get
Rent,
to the greatness of Lincoln.
yeah, well, according to Rent Cafe,
Yes.
which could be dubious. Nebraska doesn't want to hear any of this. I wonder what the chancellor would say about this, or the president.
Now, Bill, you coached in a couple of these towns that were top college. It looks like Provo, Utah, number 8.
That's never. So that's Provo.
Oh, it's BYU, sorry.
and it is incredible.
You've been to Provo, though.
God,
Sorry,
it's beautiful. I love it. Bloomington, that's a college town. Now, the factors they use, really, when someone just says that it feel like, it's a college town, Bloomington feels college.
Okay.
It's really incredible in that area. Now, where Nebraska has gotten, so like during the day that Sip was going to school here and earlier, and for quite a time, I was at Wesleyan, it's a little bit different setup, but the students, Jake, they lived everywhere in town. They'd be out on 70th and Vine. They would be all these places. And now there's all these places to live right here.
Good point.
There was nothing like this. There was not a There was nothing.
Jake, there wasn't.
Jake, everyone lived just in houses and this. So it wasn't a cool college town setup. And then it's like, well, where do you guys go? Oh, there's like a 1-block region of O Street. That was kind of the Haymarket. What didn't exist? You went down to the bar Oscars. Remember Oscars?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Hear the band Finest Hour. Oh, that was in heaven.
You and Jerry would do a walkabout
and stuff. But Jake, there was like down there, there was like 1 or 2 bars. That was it. There was no Haymarket. So now there's Haymarket, and then there's all these venues to live. When we walk out of here at whatever 9:15, there's students walking by here like crazy. They all live in all these areas and all these places. So that it has improved, tremendously.
I would think so.
We have some response to
I'd like to hear
the ranking of Lincoln at 119. Corey says this. He says Lincoln has been getting shifted on these lists for decades. Anyone that says East Lansing is a better college town than Lincoln is on crack.
Crack. I will tell you, I've never been overly impressed with East Lansing. I've been there 3 times. Doesn't strike me as a beautiful college town.
No, not really. But I also say this, I don't hate it either.
No, and me and you, we're not the authorities.
Yes.
You worked on college campuses, but it's not like you rambled around too much, right?
Mm-mm.
You're working.
Yeah.
We both work
100.
Me and Bill are not great authorities on hardly anything because all we do is work.
Okay. No, I'm not even a good authority on what I was doing.
Nor am I.
Are you authority on what you did your whole life? Not really.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
But we didn't ramble around a lot.
James is critical of the things being tested on the list. He says almost none of the things you mentioned, Jake, have anything to do with the town. It's about the university and other stuff. That's fair. This is one depiction of how this is.
Rent Cafe.
You give 12 different things in terms of how they stack up. So if we're trying to defend Lincoln, they're talking about things that aren't really the city itself. It's things inside or the university.
I would think it would be a very appealing college town to people. You hear the student athletes talk about it a lot. If I sent my child here and I lived in Homestead, Florida, I would feel very good about it.
Yeah, I would.
Safe. They're safe.
I think in the end, you should not be worked up at all if you're an advocate of Lincoln University. It's a great place. So you're not. It's not like, well, no one will come here. Why do we? And also right now, this never comes up anymore. Why did you? I didn't come here because of the town. No, that is as far as in the recruiting process. Enrollment is fine. So
I think so. Yeah,
there's no issues.
What is it?
You appreciate this. We talk about Gen Z all the time on the show and our thoughts on Gen Z. This says, with Gen Z in mind, this is Rent Cafe. We selected places where quality education meets affordability, proximity to nature, and a welcoming community. This is the balanced lifestyle those headed for the college doors want. A tight connection with their town, fun and affordable experiences, fresh air and good coffee, and a chill background where they can learn and live out their best college life. That was
connection to nature. So I mean, Salt
got
Creek,
Pioneers Park here.
Salt Creek is just right down the road. Oak Park, Oak Lake is right over there.
Oak Lake
is about a foot deep. Yeah, get yourself some of that. And Salt Creek is always good. Doesn't freeze up.
It's true.
It doesn't freeze.
Nice.
Yeah. So
there's Pioneers Park is a
Pioneers
wonderful place
Park,
to go to and enjoy the
Yeah.
outdoors. We need to help these Lincoln out to get higher in these lists.
Take it all.
I don't think it affects the athletes that much.
I think so. No.
No, does not affect.
But I thought it was interesting. Lincoln 119th in terms of best college town per rentcafe.com for 2025.
Corey said Nebraska's been taking on the chin in these lists for years.
Yep.
Thank you, Corey.
Also, someone says, Fort Collins, which is a great city, was like 105th. Best city. But that's
Fort
crazy.
Collins. Someone just said, "Okay, get Fort Collins, Bill. What are you gonna go?" I'd be like, 7.
Yeah, it's
an
awesome
7.
It's an awesome city.
It's incredible. It'd be like, yeah.
For that
right
to be in the
away.
hundreds, the list should be just void for that.
You guys have mentioned Fort Collins. What makes Fort Collins so good? I've never.
I
been.
don't know. It's just
It's hard
hipster
to-
cool, I guess. The way to describe it. It's got a vibe. It's
The
got
downtown is sweet.
Downtown is sweet. Their stadium now is back on campus.
And it's awesome.
And
Brand
Colorado
new.
State is huge. I would imagine I would think it's quite a bit bigger than the University of Nebraska. Really, quite a bit bigger as far as enrollment. I think it is. I mean, the enrollment's insane there. I mean, the people that go. The Rams are popular.
Are they?
The Rams
Should
are
they
popular.
be better?
Potentially,
That's kind of a
but
loaded
basketball.
question.
They were really good this year. I mean, they were.
I
good
just
in
asked
playoffs,
you a
yeah.
loaded
They won a game.
question,
Yeah.
which is unfair. They just haven't been very
Yeah.
good. The Colorado State Rams.
No.
It's Jay. We both like him. I mean, we both know him very well.
It's some interesting quotes the last couple of years. too,
Jay
with the media.
Norvell.
He's gotten fiery with the media.
He is not down on college football's direction.
No,
that's an understatement. Yeah, he's not down with it. And he speaks, he's interesting to me because when he was here, he would say nothing and be proud of it. And then he's taken this sharp turn in his life where he says everything on his mind now.
He does.
If you have a phone, you do get to our age like that, dude. You can say whatever.
No filter.
Not say whatever. We're just kind of like, I'm not doing that. I'm not. Yeah.
There's some it's
you
liberating.
You deal with a lot less.
Yeah.
You deal with a lot less. You really
Jake,
do.
the one thing you can look forward to as you get older, it is a little liberating. You kind of say the hell with it, and it's nice. It's a good feeling.
By the way, Chris on YouTube says it's Branch Oak. No, Branch Oak is north. Oak Lake is right by campus.
Yeah, Oak Lake
Well,
is right by
we
campus.
talk. Oh, yeah,
Branch
we
Oak
know
is
we know
way out
Branch
there.
Oak.
Yeah,
Oak Lake.
Oak Lake is right over here.
That's where they have the fireworks on the 3rd of July.
Yeah.
Is Oak Lake. We know Oak Lake. Yeah. So
It's a foot
Chris.
deep.
Well, I made the game show with thinking that Schaefer would be here, so I'm curious how you guys would do today. It's a throwback. We're going back to 20 years ago, 2005 in sports.
This would have been. Can
It's
Schaefer
a bad
text
year
in?
for me, and it's
Yeah,
a bad year for me.
Why
and
is
Bill.
that?
Just because
I wasn't connected with anything. I was
You
trying-
were at-
doing my job. 2005. I was here. I've been here. In
I
Nebraska.
think we
yeah,
will.
you were here. Yeah.
I don't think we'll go 4 for 4. I think we'll go at least 2 or 3 for 4 today on this. If you think you know your 2005 year in sports, please call us right
Ellie,
now
answer the phone
at 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
It appears that people are scared of you guys today. Don't be scared.
Interesting.
402-464-5685. Call the Takedown Sip and Bill in trivia.
I got to ask Bill a question.
Yes.
Would you say that our greatest sports knowledge probably occurred from like the window is small, like 75 to 85?
100.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jake, that's the sweet spot.
You were naming baseballs.
Yes. I can talk
teams
about who was on college basketball teams at that time.
75. Could we
Yeah.
go a little further than 85?
I don't think
Not
so.
much further.
Not much further.
No, not when I got to
Yeah.
college, it all started to kind of go away.
All right.
A lot of things went away.
We have Alex. Alex, you feel good about 2005 in sports?
Feel pretty good.
All right, let's see.
Who's this?
This is Alex.
Alex. Okay, Alex, let's do this.
Here we go.
Bill's a lifeline for one
Hey, we
question.
gotta get
for
back
Sip.
on track.
You guys are on the week 0-3. Is that right?
Yeah.
0-3 in
Oh,
the
yeah.
season?
After 1-4 last
Yeah.
last week.
Struggling. All right, Alex, first question to you. What AL team swept the Astros, who were then in the NL, in 4 games to win the 2005 World Series?
Be the White Sox.
Brilliant!
No chance.
No
Chicago White
earthly
Sox with
idea.
no
Yes.
hesitation. You got that right. It's a problem.
Was that Ozzie Guillen?
It was Ozzie Guillen. Yes,
Yeah.
you got that right. Good
Yeah.
job. Got the manager right. 1-0 lead for Alex Sip. First question: what NBA team won their third title in the last 7 years in 05? A 7-game series victory over the Pistons. It was their third title in 7 seasons.
Oh God, Bill.
To beat the Pistons.
I have a good
7
guess.
games.
Hang on here. I got a really good guess.
We can't elaborate though.
You take Bill, you don't.
Okay, now hold on. They beat the Pistons.
And this was their third title in 7 years.
The Pistons is what's throwing me for a loop here.
5 seconds.
I have a guess.
What's the percentage that you think you're right?
33 and a quarter.
I want that percentage.
5.
I wanted 70%.
4.
Go ahead.
3.
Go ahead.
Would it be the San Antonio Spurs?
Oh, good
Brilliant.
job. Didn't have
the
it.
Spurs
Didn't have
is
it.
correct. So
Bill
has
would not have gotten that. Good job. I was going to say the Heat.
Well, the Heat are in the same conference as
Same
the
conference,
Pistons.
exactly.
Eastern Conference. Not quite the finals there. All right, 1-1 tie. Alex, back to you. Bill cannot help Sip.
Good job.
I'm done.
Good
Alex, Tiger Woods won the 2005 Masters thanks to an epic chip-in on hole 16, but that tournament did go to a playoff. What American golfer did he beat in the playoff?
I have no idea. How about Phil Mickelson?
Always good
That's
guess.
a good guess. That's what I'm going to
I
pass.
saw it the other day too. It really stinks that I saw
passing.
it. Yeah, we got a pass.
This
Yeah.
is Chris DeMarco, his name.
I saw it though. They talked
Yeah,
about.
that was an epic tournament 20 years ago.
Yeah, and they showed some of it on
Yes.
the other day. On the
Great
I've
man.
never heard of Chris DeMarco.
Yeah.
You must not have watched
Hey, and by the
05.
way, I want to rescue myself a little bit. I would not have guessed the Heat. It would have hit me. Like
You just said you would have
I
after the catch.
I think it would have hit me.
Can we win right now?
You can, but Bill cannot help you. And I
Uh-oh.
think he should get this right, Bill. For the win, to end the losing
For
skid.
the win?
For the win. It's 1-1. What team was defeated 55-19 by USC in the 05 Orange Bowl for the
Oh, I got
04
it.
season
That's- yeah, it's
to finish runner-up in college football?
UT.
55-19.
Texas.
No. You said Texas. It's not Texas. Which team was beaten the 05 Orange Bowl? You're going for the 05. I said for the 04 season.
Oh.
The 05 Orange Bowl was for the 2004 season. You're talking about the Rose Bowl for the 05 season, the 06 Rose Bowl.
55-19.
Yes.
I think I know it.
Yes. Alex, do you want this question or not?
I wrote it down.
I better not.
What would you have said, Bill?
OU?
It was Oklahoma. Oklahoma got smoked by USC, 55-19.
I don't remember that.
So we're going to the tiebreaker, and Alex, this will go to you first.
This is bad. This is horrendous.
And Sip will go over under your number. Alex, the Patriots beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl in 2005, 24-21. How many passing yards did Tom Brady have in that Super Bowl? Patriots won 24-21. How many passing yards for Tom Brady in the victory? This is for you, Alex.
That's 297.
Sip over under 297.
I wrote down 295.
So
Bill said to go under. Under.
Going under? Is the streak over?
Brilliant. Awesome.
I'm saying it was like 249.
Close. 236 yards for Tom Brady in the win. Alex, thanks for calling in. We'll get your bagel and a coffee, but calling down the road. Nice try.
Thank
Ellie,
you, guys.
Ellie, come on.
Get up on the board.
Mark that board. Change that board. By the way, in that game, 2 touchdowns for Tom Brady. Donovan McNabb had 357 yards, 3 touchdowns, but the problem was 3 picks.
Oh,
for McNabb.
3 picks.
I don't remember that at all.
I remember the game.
That was
I don't.
Terrell Owens was on the
Terrell
Owens and on the Eagles that game.
205, I got to tell you, guys, is a big blind spot. For me.
Yeah, same thing with me.
Big blinds. Huge sports blind spot in the early 2000s.
Last night, the game that I watched. What was the start?
How many blind spots do you have?
What was the playoff game that came on last night after
Was that Kings last night?
Was it Kings Dallas?
I
I mean, who was it?
Hang on.
It was a
Sounds
game.
like, let me get it pulled up. Mavericks and Kings.
I want to hear what you
Sacramento.
say to this.
So I had it as first quarter. The other game it just ended.
You're watching it?
It's on. I'm not watching it. It's on. I look up. Okay. I don't know one player on either team. And if you went back to 1978 and said, "Hey, let's watch the Bullets play," who I would have known every single player, where they played college ball, everything about them. I sent you an article the other day that I thought was. We talked about practice.
Yeah.
Did you read the article I sent you about Showtime?
Yes.
Navy SEALs could not have handled our practices. That's what Michael Thompson said under Riley at Showtime.
Yep.
He said that's how we practiced.
Michael Thompson.
Because that's how they want. So think about that. They could go at it harder than what it was going to be when they played a regular game.
Yep.
Like that. You can't do that. That doesn't happen in football. You don't get those type of practice.
No. And there's no way it happens in basketball now in the NBA.
Oh no.
No way.
No,
I've heard it. I mean, they don't. No.
That's why games, and remember watching like the finals?
Yeah.
It'd be like at the end of the game, it'd be like 86-84, see who wins. Yeah, it was a war. Better times.
When we come back, hour 3, we are officially 1 week away from the NFL draft. A question for Travis Hunter next on Early Break on the Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Spring is right around the corner, and now's the time to get your John Deere mower prepared for the grass to turn green. To get you ready, Acres reduced the price of its John Deere mower blades, filters, belts, and home maintenance kits by 15%. Gator UTV maintenance parts are also 15% off. Regular maintenance will keep your John Deere equipment going for years. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Offer expires May 31st, 2025. Visit your local Acres for details or go to acres.com to start shopping today.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Monster Jam. Witness big air, two-wheel skills, backflips, and all-out racing.
It's the only place to see the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks, like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Megalodon, and more. It's big-time fun for the whole family. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena this Friday and Saturday. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Tickets on sale now at monsterjam.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement, optimize emergence, and cover more acres with less downtime. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your Landmark Implement for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual pricing model. We've still got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a 4-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th and overall registration goes through May 30th. Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Buick Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Buick Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at Buick, B-O-E-C-K, farmoutfitters.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by Nebco. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 3 sponsored by our friends at Nebco, now hiring at Ready Mixed Concrete. Check out their job openings at nebcoinc.com. Rick Heyman told us our first hour was boring today. It was low energy.
I thought it was
Did
good.
the Breakers agree with that? I thought we had some good stuff.
We had good stuff. I think
Throw it out there.
I think throw it out
Breakers,
there.
464-5685 was the 6 a.m. hour
considering
boring.
boycotting the show. If you guys did boycott, you would know about Jake's pool. You would not know about his big day today. Scotland's birthday.
Yes, big day. We talked about the punter transferring Jack McAllister. Was it that boring? Breakers 464-5685. I didn't think it was. We're talking
Heyman's
news.
on us.
We talked about gorilla hail for crying out loud.
This really concerns me about this hail. It really does.
There's 5 to 10 p.m. potential big time hail happening. By the way, don't forget tomorrow it's Dr. Love on a Friday.
That's right. We got that going.
Do you have
Dr. Love?
Got questions about love life, some problems? Make sure you call in at about 7:35 tomorrow for Dr. Love.
The segment has been a lot of fun, and I think lives have gotten better because of it. And I think that's the fun part. The relationships are better. About that.
There's some truth to that.
So
People have enjoyed Dodger Love.
Yeah, so we enjoy that.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't be able to handle this alone. If I was doing it's nice to have a couple of other assistants in this area like that to chime in on some things. And we're looking
Dr. Love.
We're looking forward to it.
The text line says the first hour was just fine. So it's just a Heyman thing.
Heyman came at us.
He did.
Heyman came at us live on the
wants
air.
us to yell or something.
Yeah,
apparently. I mean, I can yell. But...
Scotland.
we had conversation.
We did. We conversed.
What if it was just dead air for an hour? Hi, Steve.
Just hear the
score,
the sound of the silence.
All right.
Okay, we are a week away from the NFL draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
God, we have that going for us.
Yeah. Yes, it's no longer all the time at New York. It's bounced around, Nashville, Kansas City. It's been around the Detroit had it, I believe, last year. Now it's in Green Bay.
We'll delve into the draft.
Yes,
we will.
Absolutely.
But we're a week away. Travis Hunter, who's going to be a top 5 pick almost for sure, maybe top 3 likely for sure, was talking to CBS Sports this week, had a one-on-one interview, and said he sees himself as a legitimate two-way player. He said he'd rather stop playing football than just play one side of the ball. Now, again, that's up to the team that drafts him and how that goes. But do you legitimately think that Travis Hunter will be playing on both sides of the ball? And could he start on both sides of the ball in the NFL?
This is a coach question. Come on, coach. What would you do?
If you had to have a hard, you need to give me an answer, yes or no. I'd say no. It's very difficult to have a package for you to be able to play. Okay, I play on third down defense and I do this. I play on certain plays that I can learn offensively to be able to run. Just think of the strain there is to get open and to do that. And then also do that while I'm sitting in defensive meetings for half the time. And so that part would be hard. I probably, like I said, first of all, he is incredible to watch. When I would watch film or watch games and he's playing like 130 snaps. I mean, the first game when they upset that when they went on everyone's radar, they upset TCU.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And it was like 105 degrees at TCU in the afternoon.
First game of the season, right?
In the afternoon.
It was 2 years ago.
And I think he played like 130 some snaps. Played both sides. I mean, I'm like that doesn't happen.
No.
So what he's done is absolutely incredible. It really is. Now, the hard part is that obviously when he does that, what does he love to do? He loves to play.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to play. I just want to play. That's when I watch him. You notice that he always talks about he stays home. He's not out. He just loves to play. So when you come back and say, if I can't play both ways, I'm just not playing. I just soon not play anymore. When your whole life is based on playing the game of football, because he loves the game of football. No one can say that loves it more because he played more. I mean, incredible snaps that he played. You didn't want to target him on defense. You know what I mean? It's like, no, he's probably their best defender.
Here's the question then. What if you're an NFL head coach, general manager, what side of the ball would you want him on? If you're just going to play him on one side, which one?
It's hard. Yeah, I don't know what that. If it were me, because I'm on the other side, I'm a defense guy, so I would want him more at corner.
Where do you think he'd be most beneficial?
I to sit and say that I watched the film enough. The one thing he had going for him at Colorado was he had a lot of receivers. They were good. Yep. When they threw guys out there, they had guys all over the place. They had some good players. So what he would be like, in the NFL part of it against, and then also he wasn't going against NFL corners. Very few. I'm sure he had some tough matchups, but nothing great.
I'd like to see him lock in on one side of the ball and it be defense, where he'd be one of the best corners in the NFL. I think, right?
I would believe so.
Just lock in on that. I would say to him, just become one of the best corners in football, like Prime.
It seems like most projections are him as a receiver, though, are they not? When you see right now, when you see Travis Hunter, it's going to be likely seen as receiver. Colorado.
But I'd want him to lock down a side of the field or lock down the best receiver for the other team. That's what I'd want. Isn't it easier to find receivers? Great ones?
Yes. Well,
it's a tough one. It's a tough question.
Here's what I'd always say, like in recruiting, you walk into on the board. I guarantee if you go to Nebraska right now, there's probably like 100 that are up there.
great corners that you love, there's 12.
Right. That's
so it's different. It's the same way.
See what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, it's like or linebackers, 100, D linemen, 12.
Right.
So that's kind of how it works in
Yeah.
the
I
face
just
things.
think impact,
Now
he can have
are the Jamar Chases and Jeffersons and all these great receivers, are they a dime a dozen? No, they're not.
But is he that?
That I don't know. For me to actually say that I studied him at that point, I haven't.
No, I haven't
really
either.
haven't.
I've
So-
seen enough of him though. I don't think he's Jamar Chase. I don't think he's that guy. I think he would make his most impact as a lockdown corner.
Well, the one thing you have to really concern about is being like, how's he at receiver? He's okay. How's he at DB? He's okay.
Yep.
He better be
Elite
all
somewhere.
pro
Yeah,
on one side.
Right.
That's what I would stress to him.
Or not all pro, but just playing fantastic football.
That's what I'd stress to him. You don't want to just be very good or good on both sides. Be great on one. And I don't know if he can be great on both, right? Can you be great on both sides?
Great would be a lot.
Right. I just don't know if he can do that.
You look at the players that have done a lot of things in the NFL before him. It's like, ooh,
I don't know. I want you to be a vicious. I want you to be a vicious lockdown corner where we rely on you every week to shut down or, strongly minimize their best receiver.
Yeah. And there's only so much practice time. So are the odds against you? Yes, they are. They are against you. There's some things that
they're way against you.
With all the little stuff that's being taught. I mean, when there was never a time on defense when we would have our meetings wherever I was at, where every second of the meeting wasn't used. I wasn't talking through every second of what. I mean, there was just detail upon detail upon detail upon detail. Now at corner, if you can cover, it's less. It's less than safety. It's less than the middle linebacker who's making the strength calls and making all the different things, or the one that has to wear the dot on his helmet because he's the one getting the calls from the sideline. There's a lot more to those things, but it's exciting to watch. Like I said, I just have so much respect for him for it. I just watched it. How did he not just cramp up to the point where we had to carry him off the field in some games, and he'd go out and would play, and he loves football. I probably would have probably rather have heard him say, I would really want to play both sides. Like that. I'm not going to probably quit the game.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna,
I think he's exaggerating.
Yeah. I'm not going to quit the game, because when you do quit the game, just so you know, like that, they don't pay you anymore. They don't pay you anymore. When you decide, like, you know what, I'm not playing both sides, so I'm just going to shut her down. Yeah. And one thing he loves to do, he loves to play. Yeah, he loves to play.
I'd get him, and maybe if I'm the head coach, I might acquiesce to him and say, okay, you can play a few plays on offense. I don't want you jacking around too much, though. I want you on defense.
I think it comes down to the same thing. Like, okay, where's he go? What head coach is it? What's the ownership like?
Yeah.
How structured are they?
Right.
With this is how we do things here.
I'm
And
just saying, if I'm running the show, which is probably something I should have considered.
You want to go run the Dolphins real quick, please? I beg you to go down there, change up their direction at this
What are
point.
the Dolphins going to do, by the way?
I don't know, but Tank, I did a little dive in terms of what they're looking at. They're going to be bad. Like, you guys think I am, I freak out a little bit, but this is legitimate. They are in serious trouble.
Are they?
They were whoever ranks the O-line, they were the 28th ranked offensive line last year. It's been a problem for years in Miami.
But the good thing is their quarterback is not injury prone.
Never hurt. Here's the real problem: 28th ranked line, and their best player on the line, Teron Armstead, was the 5th ranked left tackle. So they had a guy that was ranked 5th, and they're still 28th cohesively. He retired. They're putting a guy that played minimal snaps last year at left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Jackson's back from injury. Who knows if he'll stay healthy again? He got hurt 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So they are. Yeah. Their defense is in shambles. Jalen Ramsey wants out. They want to trade Jalen Ramsey. Tyreek Hill probably should be traded because they're not going to be anything great this year.
They're not organizationally sound.
No.
But you
know what? They were A+ in culture, though. Remember that came out? Everyone loves it.
Means nothing.
Will the crowd be? If
I know.
If they're not playing well, will the crowd still be frantic?
Yes.
Just fanatical.
I'll be watching and just say, yep, who could have seen this coming? The rebuild was a fail once again, and it's going to be another rebuild.
It's sad because it is like a proud organization. It's sad. I don't like.
It's a joke right now.
I don't revel in the Dolphins. I heard an ESPN commentator yesterday talking. I wasn't going to call you, and he just said the Dolphins never beat anybody. You can't take
They
them
don't.
seriously.
No.
Because they never beat anybody good.
Correct.
And they have a quarterback who's good but injury prone and just not doesn't he's not a big time quarterback.
Two of his best wins are 2 years ago when they beat the Cowboys on Christmas Eve. Again, Cowboys are also known to choke. What a big win. And then last year, they won the Super Bowl and they beat the 6-8 Niners. Like that was like their biggest win. 6-8.
They don't beat the good teams.
They don't. They lose all the good. They don't beat good teams at all.
Right. I
So,
hate
that's
it.
my
I
hell.
don't like it.
That's my hell.
Because I like blue bloods, and they're kind of a blue blood franchise in that league.
I just love the teal.
I do too.
I love the teal and orange.
You
It's a
love
great,
Shula too.
It's a great look. Shula. When we
The
would,
great Don Shula.
when we would go practice for the Orange Bowl, like back in the 90s, we would go to the old Dolphins facility.
No way.
And
Jealous.
Shula's name was spray painted on a parking spot.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
it was awesome. We'd go to the old Dolphins facility.
No, I
and
didn't really.
And you'd pull up and you'd see like Shula's name was spray painted on like one of those concrete little mini barriers beyond there.
Oh, that's freaky.
Yeah, and so we'd be like in the coach's locker room. It's like, okay, this is where Shula was at.
Shula.
This is where
That's
Don
cool.
Shula was
Shula.
at practice. So he'd hang out. He'd be
Jake,
talking.
that's what I mean.
I
want him to be good.
This is where he would talk to Bob Greasy about what plays they want to run.
And now they have Mike McDaniel. Jake, that's where I was coming from.
Will he get a steakhouse?
You went from Shula
I'm
to
out on
McDaniel.
McDaniel.
Yeah, you went
I'm out
from
on the entire Chris Greer, the GM, I'm way out on. McDaniel, I'm out on. This is going to be another waste of a year. Everyone's getting fired, and we'll rebuild again in 2026. Can't wait.
Will there be a McDaniel's steakhouse?
No.
You know,
No. Maybe like a sushi bar.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fantastic.
Tapas. Maybe just have tapas.
I'm seeing a lot of people projecting, by the way, Travis Hunter second to the Browns as a trending pick.
Okay.
So whatever
That'd
they
be
do with him, we'll see.
That's not a bad organization. They have a great
with a
fan
straight
base.
face.
They have a great.
They do have a great fan base. They show up through all the bad.
What are we
seasons.
doing? Are we doing Bill's Thrills?
When we
next?
come back, it's cool parenting tips with Bill's Thrills.
And
next.
it involves, so you guys know, Steve Sipple.
The
is
Thrills.
involved.
Wow,
The
that's a-
Thrills.
that's a
Sipple's
tease.
involved. A little tease for cool parenting tips. Steve's involved.
That's next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Spring is right around the corner, and now's the time to get your John Deere mower prepared for the grass to turn green. To get you ready, Acres reduced the price of its John Deere mower blades, filters, belts, and home maintenance kits by 15%. Gator UTV maintenance parts are also 15% off. Regular maintenance will keep your John Deere equipment going for years. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Offer expires May 31st, 2025. Visit your local Acres for details or go to acres.com to start shopping today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: a chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny and breezy with a high near 87. Tonight, a chance of storms early and partly cloudy and breezy, low near 48. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly cloudy skies and keep breezy with a high near 59. A meteorologist Kyle Bucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
You don't have to cross your fingers when digging into the ground this spring. Start every project with a call to Nebraska 811 so utilities like LES can mark their buried lines and you can avoid injury and power outages.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Busch Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operation's goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Busch Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at Busch, B-O-E-C-K, farmoutfitters.com.
We're on the air.
Back. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, to my left is someone we have not seen for several months.
This is awesome.
The great young Ben.
Ooh, the great.
Our old producer.
I like that.
I wasn't expecting this. And this is with Bill's Thrills that we're doing this?
Yeah, we brought him in. Me and Ben talk. We have discussions.
All the time.
So we'll talk about some things here. But let's just get a little brief,
yes,
summary of Ben with what's going on with you now.
Yeah, I'm just working at the Lincoln Journal Star as the news intern, and it's been a lot of fun. So that's kind of my update, and we'll see where I end up after graduation.
You got multiple job offers.
Yes, multiple.
Yeah. Jeez. How about that?
So you're doing big things.
He's doing big things. He started off here being the producer.
He outgrew us, of course.
They went right to the Journal Star, and you're mainstream news right now.
Mainstream, yes.
Yes. So the tariffs. You're hitting on that.
I saw that.
Sure.
Yes.
I am not surprised at all, Ben.
No,
I'm not, because you demonstrated a writing ability at the Daily Nebraskan, and you're very, I don't know, you have a way about you that's you're very responsible.
Very responsible.
Don't have to worry.
Hopefully responsible.
There's no haphazard Ben.
No.
It's never like why'd Ben write that? I don't know. He thought through it all.
He's very easy to sell.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
Yes, very easy to sell.
Thank you, Sip.
Well, Ben's here, so let's fire up Bill's Thrills on this Thursday because he's a part of it. It
Ben's
appears.
kind of excited.
Bill told me to come in, so
Okay.
You're a part of this.
Well, here we go. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
Is
This
it
is gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
Bill's Thrills, sponsored by our friends at Trados,
the DOS,
grain marketing and crop insurance experts. Check them out on the website at gotrados.com. GOTREDAS.com. It's a cool parenting tips Thursday. Young Ben's here. I'm curious what Bill has in store for us.
He told me I had to be here.
We're going to segue him into this situation that we have here.
All right.
This is going to be great.
Rejoice, have a voice. Rejoice, have a voice. Forget the reaction, keep the passion. Forget the react. We're going to go back in time. We're going to go back in time. We're going to go to 1985.
Okay. Which is what?
1985, which is what?
Better
times.
Much better time.
I alerted Ben about a project, and Ben went to work. He went to the stacks of the Daily Nebraskan to see if we could find an article written to the editor by a young Steve Sipple. He went. You and Alan, right? We had a phone conversation, didn't we, Ben?
Yes, we did.
And then I got a call. I got a call from Ben and Alan on speakerphone.
Yes, you were on speakerphone.
Where were you located at the time?
In Alan's office.
He's in Alan's office. He's in Alan's office. And
Who's Alan?
The Daily Nebraskan, general manager.
Okay.
Alan,
the head guy.
So he went to work. Let's look at this young Steve Sipple right here. Let's make sure we get this thing.
What year was
you printed it out? Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it's printed out.
85.
Yes.
Jake, I told you.
Hang on.
Yeah, you were right.
You alerted us about
Hang
this.
on. I'm going to try a different pair of glasses.
You can't read.
Well, it's a little small. It's a little.
This was a letter to the editor written.
A letter to the editor in 1985. Okay. So UNL basketball coach Mo Iba held practice. Then the date that the NCAA rules aligned. He got caught and probably be reprimanded. It is the manner in which this violation was discovered that is disturbing. The most certainly by the I'm trouble reading this here. Hang on here.
Too small.
It's so small here to be able to read this like that. Yeah, is disturbing. The most certainly the in first case the record of the school's very own newspaper seeking out information on a violation within its own sports program. Sports editor Bob Asmussen. Obsession with relieving Iba of his job is obviously what led to the piece of investigation journalism. In parentheses, Sherlock Holmes would be proud. That's incredible. However, I think he is taking this personal vendetta a little too far. Isn't it trying to get someone fired just unethical? The investigation of violations within collegiate programs should be left up to the people who establish the laws, the NCAA. Steve Sipple, freshman, undergrad, undeclared.
Remarkably flawed. Just a dumb kid writing that. But
do you recall writing that?
Yes.
All those words resonate with you?
I was incensed because I was a big Iba fan. But the newspaper did its job. This is what's embarrassing. I just was a kid. I don't
think it's embarrassing at all.
Had a lot to learn.
Yeah, so
probably helped you get
brought
the job.
Sherlock Holmes in that.
Here's what I wanted to bring up with it. One, sometimes Steve takes some heat on the passion. He's writing a letter 40 years ago in defense of Nebraska basketball. He talks about his 53 years.
Yeah.
So when people start talking about Nebraska basketball, sip like that. He wrote an article or wrote a response into the Daily Nebraskan as a true freshman about being upset with how things were handled with their own newspaper as the one who turned him in.
You were emotional.
No, I wasn't part of the newspaper at that point.
No, you weren't. No.
But I was a huge Iba fan, and they went after him, and they would always go after him, and it everybody would go after Mo, and it drove me crazy. So I wrote a letter.
It was
to the editor.
Where'd you write that letter at? Do you know?
Where were you sitting?
Put us back in time.
Yeah, put us back in time. Where were you when you wrote it? Did you have to hand deliver it to the Daily Nebraska?
Good question.
I'm sure I wrote it in Able 6.
Okay.
I was in Able.
Then
and I did deliver it. I did
hand deliver it.
I was very proud that they ran it. that they
was it framed in your house for a while?
No, it wasn't ever framed. I'm glad you found it. That was interesting.
Well,
that you
here's
found
the part where right away Ben tells me, he goes, I don't know if we can find this. This is going to be. I said this about the time frame. I think it is, Ben. Like that. It was. So walk us through how you had the research.
When you said 85, me and Alan were like, Sipple wasn't writing for the DN in 85.
No,
so that was what was confusing us.
I wasn't.
Yeah. So we were going through like, we're like, maybe you got the year wrong. So we look at the like 87, 88, and we're like, hey, he's like nothing about Mo Iba. And then when we were just searching the word Iba, we saw a little letter to the editor from a young Steve Sipple, undeclared freshman.
How about the work of young Ben?
Good job.
That tells you right there what
it does.
He didn't go through old. Yeah, I don't think it's good. I think we can find it. I don't think it's there. And I would have just moved on and said, okay. But they found it. And I get the phone call. They're on speakerphone with him and Alan.
Yes.
And they give me the phone call on it.
You guys are amazing.
But here's the deal like that. Like I said, rejoice, have a voice. Teach your kids to have a voice. Don't just sit around like that and don't get involved. He wrote nothing there that was obscure, obnoxious. He didn't. He wrote like that. If you read that, I'd be like, yeah, what are we doing?
It's the newspaper's job. I want to say that. I was off base on that part. It did incense me that they went after him in that way, though. They're having practices illegally. I was like, really? We're going after him. And I knew they were going to get him. And I was really upset about it. Hey, Ben, that's amazing, though. That's amazing that you found it. It's amazing.
And also, as a freshman, you wrote the Daily Nebraskan. I think that's incredible. A chance of me doing that, Ben, would you have done that?
No, I would just use social media.
Social media is just, so now it's
no
like
social media.
Imagine there was no social media, Ben. You got to put yourself back in the pre-social media.
I got to put myself back in time. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I'd have been passionate enough like you about Mo Iba.
I love Mo Iba.
Yeah. And I brought this up because of the conversation in basketball. Sometimes Steve takes him. Is there anyone more committed than Steve Sipple? That he's writing to that 40 years ago, he wrote a letter to the Daily Nebraskan with concerns about Nebraska basketball. Mm-hmm. And so that's pretty heavily invested.
Thank you, Bill.
Did you show that letter to the editor in your interview for the DN?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Were you concerned?
Not really. Those guys, now Bob Asmussen, who's a friend of mine, he had moved on. And I never really considered the ramifications of, would this cost me an opportunity down the line to get a job there? I should have considered that. I didn't. But I
don't think you should have, because you wrote well and it was well thought out and you had a thought. That's the whole thing. Rejoice, have a voice, forget the reaction, keep the passion.
God bless you. Thank you, Bill.
Absolutely.
I appreciate
it. And teach your kids
tips
to do that. Don't just walk around, I'm saying that. Also, it was done in a great form. Now people would. Now, what would you have done? Shot out maybe a little tweet, 2 sentences or something.
Snarky.
Really?
Yeah, always
really?
snarky.
That's what we're doing,
Osmussen?
Snarky. Something like that? That we're doing, Osmussen? Right. Yeah, and then you just, boom, just check out after that and see if I get any likes. That thing was read. It was incredible. And the Daily Nebraskan,
good job, guys. I did not expect this. That was a big part of my life that year.
And then I asked young Ben, did you take it out to the bars at all with you? Hey, I've been...
You might know who I am. Did you see this in the paper?
I was not eligible for the bars at that point.
I just love Steve Sipple, undeclared.
Undeclared.
Freshman, undeclared. That's incredible.
I'm just glad you found it.
Corey says, whatever Bill said for the headline, put that on a shirt, please.
The headline. Yeah, what was the headline?
Rejoice, have a voice. Forget the reaction, keep the passion.
Really good headline.
What was Sipple's headline for the letter to the editor?
I don't think I wrote that.
I think there was like a... They had like headlines.
There was
I think they supplied the headline.
But they might supply that.
They might have supplied it.
NCAA, not DN, should investigate sports violations.
That part's flawed, but whatever. I mean...
But no, not for having the passion for it.
I got you.
Teach your kids that.
Right.
Yeah. Get involved.
Thank you.
Hey, if you see something, say something.
Bam.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. There
on the text line, Sean in Omaha says, young Ben, great to see him. There you go, young Ben. Somebody else says, good to see young Ben at the table.
Yes.
You have fans. You still have fans, Ben.
I finally got invited back. So.
And his hair still looks incredible.
His hair looks
incredible.
Look at the hair.
His hair looks incredible.
Oh, the hair.
Look at the hair. Yes. Look at him.
Oh, he's getting confident.
Oh, yeah. He's very confident.
His job thing has helped him.
The job thing. This is a new Ben.
Same Ben.
Yeah.
Just more confident.
Same Ben.
Have you been babysitting for your sister?
Yes.
Yes. That's a big part of Ben's life.
He's a year and a half now.
Yeah. Ben's an uncle.
Good uncle.
Yeah, very good uncle.
They moved now though, so
where'd they move?
My sister, they're in Elkhorn now, so they're
Oh.
closer to my parents than to me now. So they're probably gonna be.
What's the situation? Okay, so that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what's the situation with you will not have the flag football team next year?
I
Coach,
don't,
you're the head
think,
coach.
I might not even be in Lincoln next year. So
Whoa!
Well,
He's got a job offer. He's got a lot of job offers.
We'll see.
Okay. Well,
Would you like to stay on the news side if it was, say,
that's a good
if
question.
it was like New York Times? Would you stay news side then if it was that?
I don't know if I'd want to move all the way to New York, but I've been liking
your
news
hair
a lot.
fits New York well.
Hey,
It does.
that's a good. I
good
wondered
compliment.
about that. You're versatile enough though. You could work news or sports.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I find news a little bit easier to write about than
Is that right?
sports. Yeah.
Really?
I think news writing's a little bit easier.
Why do you say that?
I mean, for sports, especially if you're writing after a game, like it's just, I don't know. It's really hard to, come up with your own opinion that's going to be different from everybody else's. And also you're having to digest an entire, how long is a college football game? 2.5, 3 hour football game where, if something happens, like there's a fire, you kind of ask the same 5-6 questions every time. And you can kind of,
so you've had to cover breaking news. Breaking
news.
Mm-hmm.
He covers
You've
breaking
covered
news.
fires. Have you covered crime?
Yeah, a little bit. Just doing like some rewrites of press releases.
Okay.
And having to call dispatch to get some additional information.
Dispatch.
I wondered about that.
Would you know when to use like a semicolon?
Oh yeah. He's
on.
a good writer.
Yeah, I mean that's something I don't know when to use. I have no idea when a semicolon would pop up.
Yeah, sometimes remembering everything with AP style is a little hard.
Oh, AP
Do
style.
you have an AP style book?
Yes.
Yeah.
What we
I've been
miss
supplied.
What we miss Ben the most is that Ben would meet us at the door as soon as the music came on. Ben was there,
He's ready to talk.
and he had to take every single break. Now Ben, we have more breaks now. The show's longer.
That would have been 3 more takes. I could have
3 more takes, and Ben has strong, and he doesn't come in kind of like with what way. What do you guys think about this? Ben comes in with his side of the story.
3 more.
3 more takes.
You would have been blessed with 3 more takes every single day.
The confidence is evident.
The confidence is
flowing right now. He's oozing confidence.
He's oozing confidence like that.
This is
this is a new Ben. This is not young Ben. This
really
is
refreshing.
It's very refreshing, and he did do some incredible research work.
Well done, young
He
Ben.
headed to the Daily Nebraska.
Yes.
He headed over physically to the
Alan was very eager to help me with this task.
Yes.
Good.
Well,
Alan, thank you.
Young Ben, great work. Thanks for coming by.
That
Good
was
to see you as always.
Great
Keep up the
bill.
good work.
Yes. Great bill.
Thank
the
you, Jake.
spillover is next on Early Break
Have
with
a
the
voice.
ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nipco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Pre-order your Hog Wild slow smoked Easter ham today. Hog Wild selects the highest quality whole ham and slow smokes them until they're tender and delicious. Our 100% boneless ham is approximately 4 pounds and $50. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com. Quantities are limited. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in.
Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual pricing model. We've still got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing customers, and they have limited spots available. They trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give Tailored Landscapes a call at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of their designers and stop by the Tailored Life store in Bennett. League One Volleyball just wrapped up its first season in Omaha. The team returned home as league runners-up thanks to Olympic medalists and former Huskers Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes. Stay on the lookout for more action from more former Huskers, including Lexi Rodriguez, Lauren Stiffrins, and Maddie Kubik-Banks in year 2. You can renew your season tickets or secure your seats for the first time by visiting LOVBOMA.com. Don't miss your chance to watch even more Olympians, national champions, and former Huskers take the court for Love Volleyball Omaha in 2025. Volleyball is the next major league.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Start your engines, race fans. Race season at Eagle Raceway officially starts this Friday and Saturday. Friday, April 18th and Saturday, April 19th is the Icebreaker Challenge, presented by Stop and Shop and Auto Transmatic at Eagle Raceway. Both days feature Nebraska's best lawn and landscape modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, and A1 Iron stock cars. Friday also features Valentino's Hobby Stocks. Saturday will feature Nebraska Septic Sprint cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny and breezy with a high near 87. Tonight, a chance of storms early and partly cloudy and breezy, low near 48. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly cloudy skies and it'll be breezy with a high near 59. And meteorologist Kyle Hunter for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by our friends at Raising Cane's. No Easter basket is complete without a Raising Cane's gift card. Hop on into your local Raising Cane's to purchase in restaurant or go to raisingcanesgear.com to purchase an e-gift card that will be sent digitally right after you purchase. However you gift card, Raising Cane's has you covered. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. Young Ben is sticking around, apparently.
Young Ben gave us a compliment, I think. He said with the new job has been very good, but he said he doesn't laugh as much as he did when he was here at the Ticket, because we met after every break right here at the intersection, right outside here, and Ben came in hot. And Ben would have a take on what was going on.
Usually pretty good take.
Pretty good take, yeah. And now the thing was about Ben, he would go through, he would cover, didn't matter if it was golf,
Didn't matter.
I don't have too strong of opinions on golf.
But you had an opinion on almost everything. NBA, NFL, college.
A lot of stuff on that.
A lot of stuff, Ben. But he also is the voice of Columbus Lakeview.
I was. I was.
Still are. Yeah.
Ben, are you in the Hall of Fame?
I think I'm maybe too young for that.
Oh, so it's going to happen, though.
We're going to push.
I don't know.
Ben feels it's going to happen.
The confidence thing is
really. I'm telling you
crazy.
right now, this is a Ben.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if I'm there yet, but I'm sure it's going to happen. I look forward.
In due time.
I look forward to the call. When they reach out, it'll be a fun day for me.
I didn't say I'm sure I will be. That's
You're
a little
the voice.
obnoxious.
That's what it sounded like.
It's a little obnoxious.
I'm not eligible yet, but soon. Yes, I'll be on the Hall of Fame.
What is the eligibility system at Lakeview? Please
I don't
chime
know.
in.
I have no
Lakeview,
clue.
let us know because Ben's the voice, and now he's moving up. And I tell you what, very quickly.
Journal Star.
Some of my best laughs have been during the break. Some of my best laughs ever in life.
We had some
Can't
good
lie.
ones.
Like
we had some good ones.
You know, whoever's writing the headlines at the Journal Star is really been drawing me in recently. I mean, they get the email blasts, and I'm not sure who's writing these, but here's one, for example.
Okay.
Yesterday, 26-year-old Lincoln man gets prison time for stabbing his ex-girlfriend in the neck. It's a headline in the Journal Star.
Headline. Okay.
I did not write that.
I'm probably going to read that.
How about this one? Yesterday, prosecutors charged Lincoln woman for allegedly kicking man in the head at 12th and E. So yesterday,
There's
the
some
Journal
crazy
Star,
stuff
two
happening
headlines.
in Lincoln.
Yesterday.
Did you work today?
No, I worked on Monday and Tuesday, and then I'm going to work both Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
You're working Easter. How about
Yes.
that? Ben doesn't care. He's like, no, let's go. It's the way it is.
Hey, that's you got. I mean, as an
You
intern,
gotta work the holidays when
you
you
got to work.
Got to work the
Starting
holidays.
off.
That's part of the deal. Got to work
Yeah,
the holidays.
Well, I am the intern, so I don't got seniority on anybody.
Well, what, are you
Do you have an
the
assistant?
intern or
Do I have an
intern?
assistant? No, I
Yes.
think I am the assistant.
You are the assistant.
On Sunday, will you be there? Are you always working from the office?
Yes.
Good man. Good man. Good job.
No
So
remote and his alarm's going off.
So you'll be there with an editor, not many other people, probably.
Yeah, because I usually work it's not a night shift, but like a later in the day shift.
Sure.
Like usually when everybody else is gone.
I remember that reporter being around.
Yeah, I'd be there for like an hour when everybody else is there, but then everybody leaves, and
How
it's
do you
just me and the editor?
How do you get in? Is there a fob? Is there a key?
No.
What do you have?
So
what's your entrance situation?
On the door,
Are you planning to break in?
Yes.
there's an app called Latch, and you just put it up to this. I don't know what it's called. Just this electronic device on the door, and then it opens it.
Should I download Latch?
Can we get that? We'd like to go to the
I
Journal
don't
Star.
think they would
I wanna
give you
visit
guys
the Journal
access to get into the
But how
building.
about this though?
I would say they did be denied access.
But you have
Yes,
free
probably.
access to everything.
Well, I can go into the newsroom whenever I want. Yeah.
That's incredible.
He's a Lincoln Journal Star
He's a
reporter.
Lincoln Journal Star reporter. He
Young
started
Ben.
off. This
No
young
small
Ben
thing.
came in with the incredible hair and a V-neck T-shirt, and look at him now.
I don't have
Yeah,
any
V-
V-necks now.
You got rid of all the V-necks? We
Yes.
scared all the V-necks
Yes,
down.
they're all
Amazing.
gone.
No small thing.
It's no so.
Well, young Ben, congrats on all your successes. Thanks for stopping by, and we hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Ben.
That's
Sounds
it
good.
for us. The Drive is next. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch.